of Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Live from the Xfinity Studio. Well, good morning. What a gorgeous morning across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show presented by the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app and all of our friends, Wawa and Xfinity. Well, good night for the Fightins last night. Rincones! How about it? Nice, it's his first Major League bomb. Phillies take care of the fish. Very good night. But the big story, I don't want to make it a mountain out of a molehill, but my spidey sense is tingling. Enter Joseph Santoliquito. Now, Joe is a writer in town. Joe had a couple of salacious stories back in the day. The Carson Wentz one was the one that he was known for. He wrote a piece about Carson, about all the fact that the players didn't like him, and he had a lot of issues, and he turned out to be 100% correct about that. There was some talk about A.J. Brown last year. He was in the middle of that. So, like, Joe hears things. Joe's pretty good. Now, Joe has a piece this morning on Bleeding Green Nation about Jalen. Now, when I read through it, I'm not making I don't think it's anything. There's nothing hard reported in the story. It's basically about Jalen being, the possibility that Jalen doesn't get the contract and moves on type of thing. That, I'll read you there's one passage that kind of stuck out to me when I was looking at this thing. And it's written on as a pro Jalen side, right? Like, it's in defense of Jalen. Like, hey, be careful, Eagles. You could lose a superstar. So he said, the Eagles have bigger problems than Hurts or the Brown saga. Some close to Hurts feel that the Eagles did not support him enough when some constructively insightful stories came out this postseason about some of his deficiencies on the field, like Eagles teammates did, at the urging of the Eagles over the constructive criticism Wentz received in January 2019. No one spoke up publicly on Hurts' behalf as they did Wentz. And the piece is more like, hey, you better be careful or Philadelphia will lose another star. Now, I don't know. Now, is that coming from Jalen's camp? He said some close to Jalen, and he might be talking to people that are close to Jalen. Is this posturing for the contract, right? At the crux of this, and it's interesting that it came out today as everybody has left for the 6-week sabbatical before the start of training camp. And it's interesting that it drops today when, it's pretty slow other than World Cup when it comes to, news in town and Philadelphia. And I don't know, it's just posturing from the Hurt side, like a little fire in a salvo, like, hey, we're ready to sign the extension. Where's the offer? I don't think the offer's coming. I think this is always going to be a wait and see situation, which I think is the right, smart thing to do. Again, we're talking about a $60 million contract. I know Patrick Mahomes just got his, and people still, I hear it all the time. Well, if Patrick Mahomes gets his contract, why isn't Jalen going to get his big contract? Well, I think what we saw the last 2 years of the offense, including the Super Bowl year, where you shifted dramatically to a run-first offense. You have a new offensive coordinator. I mean, I think the Eagles and Howie are playing it correctly, which is, hey, let's just see how this thing goes before we do another deal that's going to be for that much money that takes up that much of the cap. I got to see you thrive in this thing. I don't get all the consternation over the contract. I don't. I mean, I just think this is the normal cost of doing business. Jalen's not Patrick Mahomes. There's only a handful of those guys in the league that are above everything else, right? Like above the team, above everything, guaranteed everything. I mean, who you got? You got Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow, maybe Lamar, right? And even Lamar had his dance with the contract, but that's really it. I mean, there's nobody else that warrants that kind of, Stafford's at the end, right? Like he just did his another extension, but that's it. Like we're not talking about a ton of quarterbacks. That's what's so interesting about how do you build a team? There are some people out there, and it's a very interesting conversation about building the team in this cap era when it comes to the quarterback. Because we saw Sam Darnold win last year, that you kind of do a little bit of a musical chairs dance with quarterbacks. Now that's that's a forest that is scary because the music can stop and you got no QB that's worth anything. So therein lies the gamble and the risk that yes, you could navigate the cap successfully and build a great team around the quarterback, but if the quarterback stinks, what do you got? So that's kind of the 6-7. I hang around kids way too much. Way too much. Way too much. It's in the dugout. What inning is it? 6-7? What's the score? 6-7? Oh, God. Welcome to coaching youth baseball. But that's the conundrum that teams face. And if I were the Eagles, I would not rush into a contract extension for that kind of money. Like if Jalen said, hey, I'll get you on a team-friendly deal so we can win, all right, now you're talking. But I'm not going to this $60 million. What the hell are you doing? I'm not going into some $60 million deal, lucrative deal, huge signing bonus, all this stuff. I'm just not doing that. And people go, well, you're going to look to sign Jalen Carter. Yeah, but it's completely different. It's not that kind of money. He is a huge impact player on the defense, and I'm not investing quarterback money. And the other issue with Jalen Carter is I'm going to build all kinds of outs in that contract. So, God forbid he goes sideways, I'm not left holding the bag. So that's a different situation because I heard that argument too this morning. Well, if you're going to give Jalen Carter a contract, why wouldn't you give Hurts a contract? You got a whole new OC. You got an offense without A.J. Brown. So, let's see. Like go ball out and then collect. That's my advice. Instead of all this consternation, Joe in his story writes, I mean, I think there's a little bit of drama, like I don't know, a little overly dramatic here. But he talked about, Wilt Chamberlain. The headline is Philadelphia better watch itself or it will lose another superstar. Now, I mean, I don't want to quibble, but Jalen's not a superstar, right? Like that's Patrick Mahomes, right? He's a star. Like, superstar is the elite of the league. He's not the elite of the league. He's in that second tier behind those quarterbacks. So, again, just go out and ball out. And then, you could sign the contract. Get a bit nice contract offer. That's what it is. Now it's an interesting day today because yesterday, Brendan Sorsby, who you know had all the issues with gambling, Texas Tech tried to do everything it could to try to get him to play, and the Big 12 threatened sanctions and a whole legal mess. Sorsby then said he's going to go into the supplemental draft. So therein lies interesting. We talked about this with Mike Garofolo on Friday of last week, what would happen if Sorsby becomes available for a supplemental draft? Well, he is. Now, will teams go and spend a draft pick on Sorsby? No one, with the quarterback draft that's next spring, nobody is going to offer a 1. So nobody's doing that. It goes in the order of last year's draft. Nobody's going to do that. But 2s, yeah, it would be interesting. And it's worth asking the question. Bo Wolf is going to join us. Would the Eagles consider a 2? Now, Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb was the quarterback when Michael Vick came here. And the league really kind of pushed him here because this was a safe spot. I don't know, same kind of thing. Could they be looking to stash quarterback factory, rehab them, flip them, or who else knows what else, right? Groom them. Who knows what could happen? I don't think so, because I think there's going to be other teams that'll take a flyer on them for a second-round pick. Like if you're the Jets, you got 3 1s. Why wouldn't you use a 2 for Sorsby and then draft another quarterback? You know what happens, right? Like you don't know which quarterback works out, which then brings us back to this interesting conversation of how do you handle the quarterback position and the money and navigating the cap. Good morning, VG.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Mr. World Cup?
Oh, it was a rough day yesterday, man. Crazy.
You and Tooch. Jules, they were doing it again.
We're going to do it every day for the next month, so get used to it.
What do you think of this? What was it? Who played after Spain? I remember the Spain conversation.
Oh, man, that goaltender for Cape. Woo.
Verde.
Woo. Man, oh, man. He must have stopped like 8 goals. It should have been 6-0. He was killing us. He was killing everyone. I was getting texts from everyone. He's like, who is this guy? He's killing my bets. He's blowing up my whole sheet.
Look at your sheet. Like you're even talking about your clean sheet. You don't even have a clean sheet.
The guy went from like 50,000 Instagram followers to 4.6 million like overnight, that goalie. Because everyone's like,
are you serious?
Who is this guy? Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. I guess there was like, they hit him up on LinkedIn. Is that the story I think I heard? They hit him up on LinkedIn and he ignored it. They had to hit him up again and be like, yo, you want to come play for us? Come play. Well, that guy was crazy.
It's a great story. It really is
Second
a great
smallest country ever in it,
and they tie mighty Spain. That was I watched it that second half when I got home.
Yeah,
it was fascinating, man. It was really interesting. But you guys were talking Belgium and Egypt and Saudi Arabia and Uruguay.
Yeah, we're all over everything.
You know, Iran and New Zealand.
Only the second time in World Cup history, all 4 games were a draw. No winners yesterday. So, I mean, it screws up everybody's sheets. Draws are okay to bet, but I don't want to bet a draw every time.
Wow, there were 4 draws. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Today, not so much. Viva la France!
Well, you got all your the big guys are in action today, right? France and Senegal.
Vikings are finally playing.
Vikings play Iraq. Argentina's the nasty one. They play Algeria. Yeah. And Jules, VG's like, I could go for a midnight game.
You go to bed too, you know.
Right? Because the vampire's dying for like I shouldn't talk because I love late night sports. And tonight at midnight, Austria and Jordan.
You know, I think they're in error. I think it's a noon game. I don't know why they keep putting it at 12 a.m. They did it the day before, and there was a noon game yesterday.
Oh, really?
I don't know why they're doing that.
I'm looking at ESPN.
Yeah, I'm looking at
and it says Austria
I
and
know.
Jordan. I don't know.
Yeah,
At 12 o'clock.
I know.
But anyway, you got the Vikings and you got France and Argentina.
This event is so much fun.
What's that?
It's one of the greatest events in the world.
You love it. You are all
I can't
in.
get into the leagues when there's 12 leagues, but when all the teams are playing, there's one league to focus on. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, no, listen, you guys are, it's compelling. The only thing about it, and as I was watching yesterday, and I had some of the games on, I was trying to do some work, it's just hard. Like, it makes the goals special. The fact that there aren't a lot of goals makes them special, but there is a lot of time. Like, there is a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of posture.
Like, for a hockey, like, we're hockey people, right? Yeah. And there is a lot of, like, hockey, the goals are special, but there's just a little more of them. But whatever. I mean, it's a beautiful. It is a beautiful game.
Shots on goals are pretty. Shots on target, I should say.
They're rare in that there's a lot of over. It's hard. You hit the net, usually going to score, right? Because it's such a big net. I mean,
game last night too. Iran. I forget how to pronounce it. When we grew up, it was Iran. Now it's Iran, I think.
Iran, yeah.
That game with New Zealand, 2-2. That was a good one.
Yeah, you guys were all over the Kiwi. Tucci's throwing Kiwis out there.
He was all Kiwis. I just had the over.
Yeah, Tucci's all about the Kiwi because he's a patriot. He goes, I'm no way I'm betting on Iran. I'm a patriot. I said he was a patriot. He goes, no way I'm doing that. I go, you're a patriot.
And Jules, did you know?
I'm just watching. Jules, I'm listening. This text chain's going back and forth. I have I'm not involved, but it's comical. It's all comical.
Tooch hit with the, you know how you can give a text message a thumbs up or a heart? You can give a message an American flag. Had no idea.
You can do any emoji.
An American flag reaction came up.
You can do any emoji as a reaction.
Yeah,
you can pick any emoji.
Any emoji. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I don't even know.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Sometimes you don't know that.
I'm down with the times.
I do GIFs. These emojis are for your
the memes.
I do the GIFs.
Yeah.
The memes. Well, you liked my one yesterday. Don't say you didn't.
Which one?
Walk like Egyptian from the video from the back.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. Yes. Yeah. That was good. Yeah, like if you use it sparingly, it's good. But when you go all Uncle Frank on me, it turns into Uncle Frank.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good piece. All right. Quarterback drama. Now, listen, I think ultimately this is really just kind of more of an opinion piece than anything else. I don't know, maybe Jalen's camp is starting to posture a little bit, looking for the extension.
Historically, Joe, when he writes these, has somebody talking to him.
Yes.
So I'm not doubting that someone in Jalen's camp said this to Joe. But for me, there's two issues here. If you really believe that no teammates or nobody in the organization come to your defense, that's not something you complain about externally. That's something in-house going on. Maybe you talk to Jalen and be like, maybe you got to do a little something. If none of your friends or coworkers are saying something about you, then maybe you don't have the greatest relationships. And I'm not slandering Jalen at all. I think he's got a working relationship, but maybe he's a friend and stuff. People, you get story after story about how much AJ's was liked in the building.
Yeah.
So, maybe there's that to look at. But then also, in March, his biggest fan came out at the podium and said, I'm Jalen's biggest fan, Jeffrey Lurie. I love everything about him. Who else in the organization do you want to come out and say has Jalen Hurts' back? The most important person.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that Jeffrey was probably as responsible as much as Howie in drafting him. Like that's real.
Right.
And I know Jeffrey has always loved Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think it speaks volumes that there is no contract offer yet. Yeah. And I just think it's...
Does he got 2 years left?
No, after next year. Yeah, 2 years.
This year and next year.
But typically, when you get to this point, the contract is up at the end of next year.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, this is the year you do the extension.
Okay.
But, again, I don't think it's...
It's not that personal. You look at the way the offense performed in the passing game.
I don't think it's a big, to me, it's a lot of ado about nothing. Like, what are we talking here? We're talking $60 million. We're talking a huge piece of the cap.
Oh, probably upwards of 200 mil guaranteed.
Like you just can't go, oh yeah, flippantly do a deal. Like you set the franchise. If he can't work in this offense, you set the franchise back for forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to say it. I don't think it's not a slide. It's where you're at now in the time. Like I don't understand. I never understand that. He's been well paid. Like what's the problem? It's not like he's been working off of a bad deal.
Like a rookie deal.
It's not like he's working off a bad deal. So what's the problem?
And even, like, I get it. You could be Hurts' staunchest supporter. But we saw a team, and my memory's not always great, but we saw a team last year that went like an entire half with no first downs, maybe one completion, maybe a first half with no completions. That happened like multiple times, twice last year. So you can't go into that, seeing that objectively, and be like, yeah, all right, let's guarantee it. Let's just see what happens.
I'm sorry. I mean to laugh. But Coach Jim, my main man from the Warriors, use you as when you like an emoji.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, sweet. How do you download that?
Right? So this is what I'm going to send it to Julia.
Jules, we give it out so everyone can use it as an emoji.
Yeah, this is a great sticker. He said you could attach this. He showed you how to attach.
Nosferatu never fails to tickle your belly, man. You love laughing at it.
Well, this is my favorite. Please, let's use this as a sticker, Jules. All right, let's put that up for the people so they can see it. That one always makes me laugh. You'll see it in a second. It always makes me laugh.
It's wild to me because I think there's better ones out there. Like, I think you've done better ones. I don't know why this one makes you laugh.
Really?
Yeah.
This one, I think this one, you got it, Jules? All right, let's put it up. That's the sticker. I love this one.
See, I don't like the glasses, the double glasses. I'm just not a double glasses guy. I get down with everything else in there.
Come on, with the Flyer shirt.
The Flyer shirt.
And the nails. Jules, you're the best.
Kind of pose, just like it. Right. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. Here you go.
That is awesome.
Thirsty? Want some Wawa, little buddy? You want some Wawa?
What's up, brother? Oh, my God. Oh, Jules. Oh, that's absolutely priceless. Oh, my God. How do I get back to talking quarterback?
Sorsby.
Would you?
Hey, as far as I can remember, we've had good luck. Chris Carter supplemental draft. Yeah, throw it out there.
Reggie,
let's
USFL.
go. Let's do it. Second round. There's second round picks not that. There's got to be another team.
There's going to be a second round. I don't think
he's second. Is he first round talent?
Yes,
he is.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't think he gets. But I don't think anybody used it. You can't use the first round pick on him. You can't, because what if the kid is just sick and it just never pans out?
Right.
Now, if you're the Jets and you got 3 1s, I mean, why not take a shot at 2 quarterbacks?
Yeah, I probably would if I was the Jets.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would get to the Eagles. But my question is, would you
submit? I don't know much about him from what you and Franny say. Yeah, I probably would.
I mean, he could play,
but
the risk is there. Again, because, you do that in the NFL, you're out.
Listen, you can't play scared.
You're out, Tom.
Take a chance. Let's go.
All right. Well, we'll discuss this. I don't know what the chat feels about contracts and stuff like that. I just go, to me, it's cut dry. Like, let's just go. Go bowl out and you get your contract. I just want to win. I don't know in the future. It's really interesting, but unless I have a top 3 quarterback in the league, I don't know if I even want to be mad. Like, if I want to spend all that money. It puts you behind. That's the biggest problem with that position, is that it's so important Or is it?
Well, there's not a lot of high-paid quarterbacks that win.
Or is it?
They usually win before they get that.
Yes.
Stafford won and Mahomes probably.
Right. So what? Like that's the point.
Yeah.
You know, Darnold wins. He didn't get the big deal.
No, he should not either. If he got a big deal, I'd be
Well,
upset.
but again,
I mean, we're crazy in our world. Doesn't he make 30 mil?
well, but
I know.
It's about the percentage of the cap.
I know.
It is. Anyway, we'll discuss it with Bo coming up.
Jason Locke came for call me crazy, but if the Eagles are still looking to upgrade QB after this season, I can see Howie inserting himself into the Lamar Jackson situation at a big deal.
Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that came from left field.
I know. I saw it yesterday. I don't know what the situation is. He unhappy? He's looking for a contract.
Well, yeah. I mean, he didn't have a great year.
I mean, that's not going to be cheap.
No, if you're going to go Lamar's going to cost you every which way.
Yeah.
No, that's wild. It's an interesting world that it's why the NFL rules, man.
Yeah, never. There's never a lack of storylines or drama.
No, it's the truth. All right. We'll talk about it with Bo coming up, but first, let's talk about our friends. All right, let's talk about the Bet Parks soccer extravaganza.
Yeah.
You got all the favorites today.
Yes.
The big favorites. Who are you leaning? You go Mbappe?
Early, I'm going France and both teams to score. Plus 180 is the parlay. Senegal play good defense. They've scored like their last 12 games, I think.
Why don't you go France over like 5 goals or something like that?
Nah, because Senegal, I'm looking at my notes,
All right.
21 clean sheets since 2023. So clean sheets, for those who don't know, is
Shutouts.
I mean,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
They got good defense. So I don't think France is going to put up a ton today, but I could be wrong.
All right. Well, there you have it. Along with Phil's baseball, you can play that tonight against the Marlins. Great night for the Phils last night. New users get $500 bonus spins on the new hot soccer online slot game. Go, 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 collect them. Plus up to a $500 casino bonus back. That's right. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. Casino bonus must be wagered. Details at BetParks.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now let's talk about Xfinity and our Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. What if you got reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if you can keep it the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together. Finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Lets you stream the game even when the whole family's online playing video games. All your devices work in a perfect harmony for 5 whole years. Best part, no annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot changes in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, but your Wi-Fi should stay reliable. The price should stay put. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only, restrictions apply.
So Uncle Frank texting us. What the hell? I'm walking the trail behind my house, minding my own business. Everything's nice. And I hear my name blasphemed again.
Well, when it comes
Make
to
a video in the trails. Let's go.
there I am in the trails.
Yeah. There's no bears here, is there? Except my bare feet scaring off all the other creatures.
Really?
People think it's a Sasquatch. They look at Uncle Frank's footprint. They're like, must be a Sasquatch out here.
Maspo gets braces today.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. He gets the braces today.
Oh, man. I suffered through them. I still have crooked ass teeth, but I suffered through them. I didn't wear my retainer afterwards, but I had them for 5 years.
I had braces 3 different times.
5 years you had them?
Few things are as painful as the tightening, like every month or every other month. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I had them 3 different times.
You have them 3 different times? Oh, no.
Yeah.
How long did it take? If Bobby, how do you eat?
Well, you
You
just have
get
to
used
eat
to it.
different food.
Yeah,
You
there's
can't eat
certain
certain
things you can't
sticky
eat,
things.
yeah.
Can he eat?
Can't eat like now and laters, or else you'll be going getting braces
Yeah.
fixed.
No
all
milk
the time.
duds or stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, is he going to have a problem eating anything like
No,
today?
you can eat. Well, then when you get
Might
them
hurt.
tightened,
Yeah, it might hurt a
just
little.
touching
bit,
your teeth together hurts. Yeah, so it's like 2 or 3 days of roughness every time you get them
That's a
tightened.
shame. All right. Well,
My dad had like this great. He was a fireman. He had a great city plan. Like the city covered almost everything. So it was like, yeah, let's keep him on another year. No, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
get them off.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's no good, man.
the night guard. I had to wear the night guard. Oh man,
What's the night guard?
that stupid thing they always had in like the '80s movies with the nerds? Had that thing to stick
Oh,
on their mouth,
no,
wrapped
are
around
you
the back of
serious?
their head.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I used to have to wear.
I remember my
I
cousin.
remember that like 3 nights. I was like, I can't sleep with this.
My cousin-
my teeth are still crooked.
My cousin Joey had them. And when we were kids, we used to do hockey fights. And we used to punch each other.
Oh man, that's
Right?
good. You could scrape them.
And he was he's older than me, right?
Yeah.
So he's like almost 4 years older. So we used to always, and he would pound me and then he'd let me, right? And one time I had him and I'm about to punch him in the face and he opened his mouth and I got all cut up.
Yeah.
It was, I can still say to this day, he opens his mouth. And I remember thinking, if I punch him, I'm going to get shredded. But I did it anyway.
Now, are they like the old-fashioned, like metal ones, or they got to be behind the invisible ones?
No, this is bad. This is years.
No, now.
I don't know.
I hope he
don't
gets
know.
like invisible ones. And stuff. They have to improve them.
I'm sure. I don't know.
Remember,
Yeah.
to be a teaser, you kissed like another, like 14, kissed another girl with braces, and the metal would hit. It's like,
Yeah. Well, that brings back memories. All right, let's. We got our man on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line, the great Bo Wolf.
Our man on the ground, he's solid and sound. He's on the hunt for Eagles news. Handsome and astounds, clever and profound. We're talking Eagles with Bo Wolf.
That's it. What's the buzz? Brought to us by Evans Pest Control.
Bo was buzzing around my Quizzo night last night. Came in and beat us up. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Took down the W, baby.
So you're a great Jeopardy player, huh?
Well,
you
I
could
wouldn't
be
go
a great
great, but
Jeopardy
I can hold my own. It's a big night last night. We had the opening of our softball season. Got the W there, and then we went to trivia and took it down.
Nice.
Did the double.
What's the name of your team, Bo?
Batter Day Saints.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's very clever.
Yeah.
The
Now,
captain's
what do you win, guys? Now, what do you win?
The captain's last name is Mormon, so it
really?
works perfectly. Yeah.
What do you win for taking down the quiz, though?
What is it?
$50.
$50?
$50
off the tab. Yeah.
Yes. You use it
Pretty
that
good deal,
night. You
yeah.
can only use it that night.
You can only use it that night?
Yeah.
50. I mean,
Pretty good.
It's been 50 since like 1998. They could probably up it to
you
it.
can up it to 100.
It's like
I
the
think
Survivor
it's gotta be
Prize.
100.
They haven't changed the Survivor Prize in 20 years.
Yeah. Stogie Joe's might be 100.
Oh, yeah? Stogies?
Yeah. I think
Yeah?
that's 100. That's one of the better ones.
All right, Bo. There's some stuff to unpack here today. Let's start with the Sorsby piece. So Sorsby is now entering the supplemental draft. And this is interesting. First, I'll say, would you? Would you use a 2?
I don't think I would use a 2. Maybe a 3 if you have him graded as a first round caliber quarterback. Then
Yeah, I know
would maybe.
he's good, and a lot of them do. I mean, teams are high on his ability. I'll leave it at that.
Now, I mean, football guys, because now listen, Howie took on Isaiah Rodgers after his gambling suspension, but there are few things I think that are more like definitive red flag for teams than a guy betting on his team that often, right?
I know.
Now it's a quarterback, so you got if there's any position where you're gonna look the other way, But I mean, the quarterback has got to be the leader. The quarterback has to be like not susceptible to outside noise and so siloed in his focus on the mission. I I think it's a no for me.
Yeah, it's scary, right? Because,
Yeah.
you know, Michael Vick was different. When Michael Vick came here, it was different. The gambling piece of it, because like, what if the kid's sick? Like, you know, you like
Mhm.
I mean, you want to talk about a high pick or two that you're going to risk. Like, if you're the Jets and you have 3 1s, yeah, man, I could make a case. You're starved for a quarterback, you know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if this guy is so susceptible to temptation as a college quarterback, how's he going to do being the quarterback of the New York Jets? You know,
I know.
or the
I don't
Philadelphia
know.
Eagles for that matter.
You know,
Yeah, it's not like a Michael Vick thing where you have seen him prove that he is a difference-making player at the NFL level, right? Um, all college quarterbacks are projections, and so you're taking this risky projection of just a good college quarterback coming to the NFL, period, and adding on all of this other stuff. I don't know. I think I would find it pretty surprising if any team is willing to even use as high as a 2.
Did you see?
I don't know, dude. I hear
Okay,
some things.
I
I
believe
could
you.
see. I
You're
could see.
plugged
I
in.
don't think the Eagles. I don't, but I could see other teams doing it.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I mean,
I
I don't
mean,
know why Lock Canfor is all over Eagles quarterback talk, but he also stated yesterday before this announcement that one GM told me if college quarterback Brendan Sorsby would have entered the supplemental draft, he thinks the Eagles would have taken him in the second round.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, he says a GM told him that.
Well, GMs do love to just use Howie as well. Howie is the guy who would do that. It's an easy answer for them.
Now, I'm just curious. I gotta see if I get an answer.
Yeah, you got the juice.
But I'm just curious to see if that would be a possibility. I don't know, Bo. It's a fascinating. I'm scared of it too. Like, I'm scared of it from a 2. 3, I think I do. I do it for 3. I know I would. A 2, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, listen, Howie's always going to take shots at the position. It's the same reason they use a 5th round pick on Cole Payton, right? They're always there's no more valuable thing than a quarterback on a rookie contract if he's a starting caliber player, right? Even a backup quarterback on a rookie contract is a great deal. So they're going to look into it, no doubt about it. They're going to do the due diligence. Um, the quarterback position, you need that guy to be the most reliable guy in the building. I don't know.
I think they're doing their due
Okay.
diligence.
Well, they have to.
No,
Yeah.
but I think that there's
Okay.
interest there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they traded the 3rd round pick, but they'll get a compensatory 3rd round. What the
Yes.
thought is?
What do they got next year?
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get a 3
What's the situation next year
from Jalen
draft-wise?
Phillips. Next year, I think it's just their own picks.
They have
But you're gonna get a 3.
Their own
Yeah,
one,
they're
their
gonna
own
get
2.
they're gonna get a 3 from Phillips,
Yeah.
which is not a done deal yet. Now, actually, that's a good question because it means that because it hasn't been awarded yet, they can't use that pick in the supplemental draft.
Well,
don't
we
own
don't
that
think
pick yet.
a 3rd round pick will get them. We feel like it's got to be someone's going to throw a 2nd out there.
I don't know. I mean, usually teams don't use the supplemental picks until very late. It was the last guy to go in the top 3 rounds was that wide receiver to the Jets, who was a bust, right? I don't know. It's different. It's different because it's a quarterback.
I know, dude. I know. It's a quarterback who's good.
Yeah.
Sworsley's good. That's the problem. He's promising. He's tantalizing.
Yeah.
I know. It's a fascinating.
I don't know.
It really is fascinating, man.
I mean, it's so rare that you get a first-round quarterback talent for a second-round pick. I mean, I like to gamble. I feel like you might as well give it a shot.
Yeah, you know who else likes to gamble?
You're betting Iran, so I guess
Might as well give it a shot.
Oh, I'm sorry, the over in Iran. Bo, fascinating time now. Speaking of all the quarterback stuff and everything, Joe Santoliquito had a story. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't.
On Bleeding Green Nation. And it wasn't really like a hard reported stories like he did with Wentz and everything. It was more, people close to Hurts. I'll read you the passage so I do it justice. Okay. And this is really the only part of the story. Some close to Hurts feel that the Eagles did not support him enough when some constructively insightful stories came out this postseason about some of his deficiencies on the field, like Eagles teammates did at the urging of the Eagles over the constructive criticism of Carson Wentz in January of 2019.
I think that's true. And we talked about this on the show. I think we talked about this with you. It has been surprising to me that the kind of defense that you would typically expect to be made behind the scenes for a franchise quarterback has not been made for Jalen Hurts this offseason. And then you try to read into why that is the case. But listen, as Jalen Hurts is getting arrows thrown his way, you hear, well, AJ Brown's actually a very good teammate. People love him in that building. And, you get much more pushback about the criticism of Kevin Patullo during the season by way of pointing the finger at the quarterback instead. And so I think Jalen is probably right. And I don't think that most organizations would be willing to leave their quarterback out to dry like that.
Wow. What's that say then? I mean, because the headline is, be careful, Philadelphia. You could lose another superstar.
Yeah, I think that's possible. I mean, we've talked about how we're going to learn a lot about Jalen this year from the sense of, okay, he's got a new offense. What's it going to be like without A.J. Brown? I think the Eagles internally are doing those evaluations before they decide whether to, re-sign him to another huge contract. I don't think that that's a done deal.
Right. So I don't either. I don't think it's an affront either, though. I wouldn't sign him. There's only, Mahomes is rare because he's the best quarterback in the league.
Best quarterback probably who's ever existed.
So, there's only a handful of guys that I would do that. Allen, Mahomes, and Burrow.
Yeah.
But that's it. Anybody else, I'm going to say how you doing a new offense.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You want to see him prove it?
At this point of their career and trajectory, well, let's see what happens. I don't think it's an insult.
Oh, well, I don't think that it's an insult to say we're not going to just give you all this money right now. I think that's right. I think it is an insult to some degree to not play the PR game of just telling everybody that you back your quarterback. I mean, Howie was asked about the report, the McManus report about Jalen Hurts, and the first thing he said was, well, he was just defending the idea that they don't have open communication, that they have good communication. They have had many opportunities this offseason to really pound the table for the quarterback. Jeffrey did. Yeah. Jeffrey does. He's the only one who does. I think it's okay to read into the fact that they don't go out of their way to protect the quarterback in a way that I think most other places do.
So what if that's just kind of how the room feels about him?
Well, and what if it's also just the way that this organization has operated for a long time?
Right.
right? I mean, it's not dissimilar to the Carson divorce.
Right.
What does that say about the organization? Like, do they like the chaos? Is it just the grass is always greener on the other side thing? You know, you can internally think we don't necessarily want to commit to Jalen Hurts long term. We have wandering eyes, but also publicly be like, it doesn't serve us to have other people know that. Like, we should.
Yeah, but I think
we
it's
should let
less
everybody
about
know
the
that we.
organization. I don't know. You tell me. I think it's less about the organization because Jeffrey speaks for the organization. When the owner espouses love for the quarterback, he speaks for the organization. Now, the players themselves are different.
What about the general manager?
Yeah, I mean, he's under the purview of Jeffrey. Like it's not up to the GM to go, we love Jalen. Like let the GM just do what the GM does. Like he is
the one who is most
the contract. So
no, but he is the one who is the most in control of the messaging that gets sent around the league.
Right. But I don't think you also got to play the game. You're going to be negotiating the contract. So,
Right. And you can say that this is all about that. This is all about saving $20 million on the final bill. Yeah.
Right. Because, the first words that he speaks gets thrown back in his face during the negotiations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if he's going to mince his words, it's fine. Really, what I think Santa Laquita is talking about is his teammates. Was there a directive from the organization to the players to speak out in support of Wentz? I don't remember
I can't
that.
say definitively whether that is the case or not. But I think there is a similarity between the Carson and Jalen thing, and that these guys are both a little bit of lightning rods in the locker room. They're a little bit divisive. They have their acolytes, and they have their people who just kind of think that they're a little bit standoffish. I mean, you got a locker room of 75 guys. It's unusual for somebody to be loved by everybody. But I think that Jalen, we know, has always operated. EJ did a good job chronicling this last year that he has taken steps to be a little bit more of a guy's guy, but he has always operated with, the main thing is the main thing, and he's pointing towards that as a direction. And I don't think that he has a lot of time for guys who aren't fully bought in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that. Here's the other thing. Not everybody's going to be. It's easy for the receiver to be loved by everybody else than it is for the quarterback. Quarterback's more in charge.
100%.
Unless you're Brady, because everybody loved Brady. Like, everybody on that team loved Brady. Like, Brady would walk in.
Not Giselle, but.
Everybody would walk in. Like, Brady would walk into a bar during camp, put down cash.
Yeah.
On the house. Everybody, he'd hang for a minute, hang out, and then he would do his thing. But, like, he used to always, like, he was that guy. Peyton was like that. Manning was like that. Like, guys that play with him love those guys. I don't know. These new school guys are different.
Yeah, and Jalen is not like that. No doubt about it.
Right.
When you say he doesn't have time if you're not bought in, I mean, that's kind of, are you inferring like it can't be most of the team's not bought in because he's not, it doesn't seem as if he's close with the majority of the team.
I don't know if I can put a percentage on it, but I think that it's not even that they're not bought in. It's just that he doesn't have a lot of time for the extracurriculars. He'll go to dinner with the guys. He'll do stuff like that. But if it's not really in service of how are we going to get this team back to the Super Bowl, I don't think he cares about it too much.
Fair enough.
So how do you look at the QB position now? It's an interesting. I was having a discussion with a friend of ours who said, "Look, unless you're a top 3, 4, 5 guy, I'm not. I'm going to be reticent to give up that huge deal when it comes to the cap. It's so hard, man. It's such a.
It is hard. I think that this is a little bit overstated. I think that there was a time 4 or 5 years ago where this was a little bit more the case, that the idea of having the quarterback on the rookie contract was like the skeleton key to having a Super Bowl caliber roster. Um, it's so much more important to me that you have a good quarterback and to not go back into the quarterback wilderness. You know, the Eagles did win the Super Bowl.
I brought up the quarterback forest earlier.
Yeah. Now, you have to do other things to compensate for it. The Eagles won the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts on a big contract because they drafted super well, and they had a bunch of other guys on cost-controlled deals. And you had Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell and Zach Bond at that time playing on these cheap deals.
Yeah, but now you got to pay the defense.
Ups the degree of difficulty, but you got to draft well somewhere. You know, if it is the quarterback that you've drafted on a rookie deal, then maybe you can spend a little bit of money elsewhere. But you know, I'm sorry, the job is hard. That's the job.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you.
I also think there is people in buildings, especially the GMs, and I'm not saying this is the case with Howie. I'm just saying other places. If you get to that level, you want to be in charge. There's a little bit of power hungriness, right? And if you have a quarterback of a certain level, that quarterback is eating away at your power because he, if he is good enough and is getting paid way more than you are, he is the one who kind of has the most power in the building. And I think that can be an uncomfortable thing for GMs, especially if they don't think that the quarterback is that great. You know what I mean? So not only am I paying a lot, I am losing power to this guy who's just kind of mid.
Right. Like, do you give someone that? I mean, listen, once we get to $60 million, it's not overblown. Like, once you start to get in that contract, it's real money.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You got to get it right, because if you don't get it right, you're setting your franchise back a while. I mean, you're not going to win.
Yeah, I think that's true. But
I mean, this Dak Prescott contract that he would have to, I'm sure he would want to exceed since he's won a Super Bowl and been to two. It's $60 million a year, $231 million guaranteed. That's an absurd number.
Yeah. It's the quarterback. You spread it out a little bit. I mean, of course, it's a lot of money.
It's absurd.
That's the deal.
Top 10 quarterbacks paid, 2 winners: Patrick Mahomes, Matt Stafford. Brock Purdy making some money.
Brock Purdy,
$3 million a year.
See, how I would look at it is, if I was the master of that contract, a master of that position, like if I'm Shanahan, a master of offense, I can utilize plug and play.
Yeah.
Like, look what he did for Mac Jones, right? Mm-hmm. Look at Darnold. Look what he did. The Purdy thing, I don't get.
I agree with you.
Spending that kind of money for Purdy, I just don't understand it.
It's there are other factors at play where it's like, do you show the locker room that you can earn this kind of money if you are a good soldier, and you got to tell everybody that you're going to get rewarded if you do all the right things. But I'm with you, especially with Shanahan. You would think that the superpower of having him as your head coach is that you can make the quarterback position a little bit more fungible. And that the Purdy one, I think, is a tough one.
Yeah.
He's guaranteed. He's fully guaranteed $100 million.
$100 million. Wow. And then you wonder, well, you look at it. The biggest issue the Eagles have with the Jalen contract is you got to pay the defense. I don't know where all the money's coming from.
Hmm. Well, to be fair, they did open up a lot of cash by trading AJ Brown. That is part of the calculation there. There's a bit of a windfall from that.
Who you paying on defense? Carter, Quinyon, Cooper, right? Are you and you're gonna make sure the Carter deal is filled with a bunch of outs?
I think I'm paying all 3 of those guys. Yeah, and finding a way to make it happen. But yes, I think you're right about Carter. You wanna have some protection. There's no way that you're not paying Quinyon and Cooper.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay Jordan, like
You paid Jordan, yeah, I know. Which is, was that the thing? So Morrow's, you got to let Morrow go,
right.
and you'll probably get a 3rd-round comp pick out of that down the line. I don't think you pay Nolan,
I just don't know where the money comes from.
and because I think you want to pay Jalix.
Well, I think Jalix has a huge year.
So do I. I am very bullish on Jalix Hunt. I think he could be a monster.
Plus, he's got a guy opposite him now.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Grenard. So he's got a guy opposite him now. I think you got a great, you're in a great situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to have a monster. I think this defense is
loaded.
going to be so good.
It's loaded.
That's why what I still don't get is like people talking about the demise of the Eagles or suddenly the Cowboys and the division's up for grabs, all this other stuff. Look at their defense.
Yeah.
Like,
what's funny? I
just is decent. They're going to be back.
I agree. The offense does not have to be the best offensive football. It
Right,
just has to be
I'm
good.
not
It
looking
just has to be
all of a
above
sudden the
average.
offense is going to turn into, the Rams. That's not it. Like, just run the ball.
Yeah.
Be able to run the
If they have
ball.
if they have the 12th best offense in football,
right.
they should win the division.
Right. Like, just go run the ball and get me Devontae, play action, go down the field. Let's go and let this defense cook.
I mean, the defense could be special. It could be really, 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 really good.
Yeah,
it should
man.
be.
By the way, here, everybody, back to Sorsby, but everybody that has had him loves him.
Okay.
Even his bookie.
Yeah, especially his bookie.
Now you got to take it there.
Listen, guys, winning is everything. Nobody knows that more than Braden Sorsby.
I mean,
I'm about second chances.
I mean, it's going to be interesting.
That's called doubling down.
Yeah. See, that's the problem, right? Like, the minute whoever signs this kid, it's just a rash of jokes that just come out.
Yeah.
Hope he's not a
temptation.
Loser.
That was an Uncle Frank joke. That was bad.
Oh, man.
That was Uncle Frank.
They don't all hit. You got to throw them out there.
What do you? What's going on in the show today?
Today we got part 2 of our conversation. We're doing the offense. This is the one that we filmed a couple weeks ago. So talking about who belongs in the Eagles 26 with you, me, Fran, and Tim. Part 2 of that conversation. Defense was yesterday. Offense is today.
That's right.
And then on Thursday we unveiled 26 and 25.
I love 26 and 25. Let's go, Bo. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I need this so bad. We've reached this point where it's just baseball.
And World Cup.
I love
World
baseball.
Cup.
I love baseball, but I like, other stuff. Like I was watching last night. What was I watching last night? The Cubs, because Pete Crow Armstrong hit for the cycle. I sent it to you guys. I got nothing. Crickets.
I told you.
You're all
my fantasy team.
He was
too busy crying about his loss in trivia.
The Cubs after the Phillies game. What's that?
Said VG was too busy crying about his loss in trivia.
Yes.
The greatest, Crow Armstrong gets picked off on first while they're still giving him the ovation for the cycle.
I know.
Oh, really? That's so funny.
Yeah. He's like, it was nuts because he had a home run, a triple, a double in that order, and then he gets the single, and he's on first. They're freaking out, and he gets picked off.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah, it was good.
That's good baseball stuff.
How's VG as a player, as a Quizzo player?
Well, we were in different parts of the bar, but that team, I believe, wins all the time. VG is very good.
Last week we won, yes. You win all the time.
As long as Michelle,
you guys got a good
my
squad.
friend Michelle.
How many teams are there?
It was a lot last night. It was pretty
A
crowded.
lot of teams last night. Yeah.
Maybe like 20.
20?
20 teams?
Yeah.
What is it, 4? 4 people?
Well, we only had 3. Bo had like 8. He had an upper hand.
We had 4, but it ended up with 6. Yeah.
Because you came from the game.
We came from the game. Yeah.
Where's your field? Where do you play at?
It's like 38th and Woodland.
Oh, get out. Nice. All right. I like it, Bo. All right,
Popped
brother.
it over the fence last night. No big deal.
Did you guys have on the picture round? Do you know who Tiana Taylor is?
Yes, that was the one that I was happy to get. The only one we didn't get for that round was Bryan Cranston's daughter, because I don't know her name other than Bryan Cranston's daughter. I didn't get credit for that.
All right. Well, listen, you're the man, brother. Let's go. Part 2 today. This should be interesting.
Exciting stuff.
All right. I loved it. I had so much fun with you doing that. That was a great time.
We had a great time.
Yeah, it was cool.
We'll get you back to talk about some of these other guys at some point.
I look forward to it. All right, brother. We love you.
Beautiful.
Enjoy the day.
Thanks, guys.
There he is, the great Bo Wolf. Interesting, man. The Sorsby stuff.
Nah, I might have to bet Senegal. Uncle Frank's texting me France predictions today. He's France winning 3-1. I got to bet Senegal now.
You don't want to take his advice. Yeah, you don't want to take his advice.
Tuck those gnarly feet all over.
All right, coming up, our old friend Anthony Becht. His spring season now over, and looking forward to Ant. His son, the new quarterback at Penn State.
Bring some pride.
Rocco. So we're going to talk to Ant coming up, and the whole 9. Lots to do. We got a heavy football day today. I got my buddy Jeff Schwartz, my Saturday partner.
Oh, do some cooking talk.
So Jeff, cooking talk.
Isn't he a big chef?
Yeah.
We're talking like, you see if he makes some homemade hummus. He use a hummus recipe.
Okay.
Talk food. I saw him. I was like, oh, let's get some foodie talk.
All right. And then at 11:40, Ben with U.S. Open picks.
Is the U.S. Open this weekend?
Thursday, dude.
Oh, wow. All right.
Thursday.
All right.
You know,
I'm World Cup'd up right now.
All right. No, I love the World Cup.
I got the blinders on.
Tomorrow we will be at FanFest. We cannot wait. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
No, listen. I'm with you. I love it too. It cracks me up. You and Tooch every match. All right. Let's
Men in Blazers.
Let's take a quick TO. Come right back, and we'll talk to Ant coming up straight ahead.
This summer, declare your independence from hot, miserable sleep with Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale. Stay cool all night with cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Plus, for a limited time, save up to $1,000 on select mattresses and pay 0% interest for 60 months. That's 5 full years interest-free on better sleep. So stop sweating through summer nights and sleep cooler, longer, and more comfortably. Freedom from hot sleep starts today at Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale. Shop for more deals in-store or at ashley.com. Elkin Chevrolet, run by 3 brothers, real brothers, local guys, great guys. And right now, they're lining up deals that are very hard to beat. They got a huge inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, everything people actually want to drive. Equinoxes, Trailblazers, Tahoe Suburban, Silverados. And the prices, well, they're going to move fast. If you've been thinking about it, now's the time. Whether it's getting to a game, getting to work, or just getting out of town for a bit to maybe watch the Sixers or Flyers play, you'll drive off in the perfect ride at the perfect price. And here's the thing. This isn't just a one-and-done kind of place. These are the guys you go back to again and again because they treat you right. No runaround, no games, no haggling, no hassles, just real people, real deals. Elkin Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service going on. Super easy to get to. Route 73 South in Marlton. Elkin Chevrolet. This summer, declare your independence from hot, miserable sleep with Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale. Stay cool all night with cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Plus, for a limited time, save up to $1,000 on select mattresses and pay 0% interest for 60 months. That's 5 full years interest-free on better sleep. So stop sweating through summer nights and sleep cooler, longer, and more comfortably. Freedom from hot sleep starts today at Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale. Shop for more deals in-store or at ashley.com.
All right, welcome back. So what's your plans today? Will you be out for? Were you out for the World Cup yesterday?
Nah, I got to work. Yeah, I work. Yeah.
Will you go out today?
Maybe for the later games, but yeah, I put it on while I work. It's a nice distraction.
It is. I will say this. I love having it on.
Yeah, it's great.
I love having it on. I love sports all day.
I actually like
all day, all night sports is great. It's why I love the World Cup. It's like I love the tournament.
you get the crowds doing their songs and
I
cheering.
need my football, it's just I need football because it's football.
No, I get you.
But to your point, it's great.
I think the announcers are good. The crowd sounds good. I just love having it on.
I like when the Brit announcers are
Oh, yeah.
I like the British announcers doing soccer, play-by-play.
Right. Feel a little more
Feels
European.
more authentic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the English. I do. I like those guys. And you know, there's something about their use of the language. It's their words. They paint such great word pictures. Beautiful. There was a woman, I loved her. She did golf. She was an Irish woman.
Okay, not Dottie.
No,
So he's like,
no,
go to
she did-
Dottie on the 14th.
So I used to listen to, like, you know, during the commute, like during the big tournaments, I would listen to. You know what? I had, you know, Sirius type of thing.
Yeah.
I had a satellite radio.
Yeah, I love it.
And at one point, I don't have it anymore. It came with I was doing some ads for this car, and it had it. So I was loving it. So I would listen to the tournament, right? And she would be, oh, an exquisite shot.
Yes.
It turns.
Oh, yes.
It turns through the blades of grass and drops into the cup like a teardrop. like the way she would say it, it was like, this lady's outrageous.
Yeah.
It was all, and even the way the Brits do soccer.
They definitely have a better vocabulary.
It's an elegant pass.
Oh, right.
Like, they're used to way better.
They're at, like, us guys from North Catholic, we have like 6th grade vocabulary. They're like 12th grade. Maybe better.
I mean,
They're reading. They're
you know,
reading more books than we're reading.
and they had just a way better use of it. They like, and when something's bad, like rubbish
Rubbish
is great.
awesome.
Rubbish greater than trash. Like, we use trash. Trash.
Man, trash seems more.
Trash is trashy.
Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah,
I'd rather be rubbish than trash. I'd rather someone call me rubbish than trash.
rubbish is nasty.
Trash seems lower on the tiers.
Using the word trash,
Like
is
rubbish juice, trash juice is the worst.
Yeah, but again, you're a lunkhead. You say trash.
It's more cutting. Rubbish.
Rubbish is more of an elevated way of saying it.
Lads.
Yeah, I love
the
that.
lads.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's welcome to the program head coach and coach of the year.
Coach of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get him up here. He does it all.
Yeah.
Coach, your quarterback dad.
Quarterback dad.
I mean, former NFL player.
He's got the hat on.
Here he is.
Play the roar.
There it is. We are Anthony Backed.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Well, first of all, I love the hat. Second of all, congratulations, Coach of the Year.
I appreciate it. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you great.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, it's incredible season. Brand new franchise, brand new team, built it from scratch in January, guys. All the players were new. I had 4 new coaches of my 8 coaches. My offensive coordinator got hired by the Vikings a week before training camp. I had a brand new coordinator a week before the season. And we were able to finish 8-2, number 1 seed for the 3rd straight year, just a different team. We came up short in the playoffs, but man, I'll tell you, you got to play a team and beat them 3 straight weeks. Would have been historical. I don't think anybody's ever done that in professional football. But you know, those variables kind of caught up with us in the last game. We beat them the first 2, but incredibly proud of my team. We're going to have several guys on NFL training camp rosters, which will be great to see. And excited about the future, man. It was a great year for us.
I mean, dude, not for nothing. Here's what you should buy. First of all, how did that come about that you got that team? Because here's the thing. That prepares you great to run a big-time program and the portal and everything else. Putting together a team, I think that's great on your resume.
And it's interesting because the circumstances on how and what my job requires in this league is right. It exactly transfers to the personnel side, the salary cap side. I'm the GM. I have to build the team. I've been able to really take advantage of the last 4 years of what I've already kind of built on how I look at players, what I'm looking for, and then also just establishing how can you establish a culture in 30 days. Remember, I don't have 365 days. I don't have OTAs. I don't have spring ball. I got 30 days to put this thing together, brand new team, and get guys to buy in and do it the way I want it, to see it, kind of happen throughout the season, and yet still be able to build a winning culture and a total of 120 days. So yeah, listen, there's a lot of duties that fall under my hat. GM, I gotta, I'm limited in my resources. I build all my PowerPoints, video. Like, I do a lot of stuff that, quite frankly, assistants to the head coach and chiefs of staff of the head coaches do. So, but I love it, man. When you start like that, the grassroots, and you do all of those things, it only amplifies the training that you need. And, listen, being that it's my 4th year, just, okay, how do you self-reflect each year, each week, each day of when you're doing this, and how do you get better? And how can you incrementally get better doing that in that period of time? And the formula is set. The winning formula is there. It's just continue to do it and build it. And, I want to win a championship, Ant, but, quite frankly, those things and those variables are so different in a league like this. Like I just talked about the limited time. But again, man, really where my boots are, man, it's been a great opportunity for me to just continue to excel what I'm doing.
So explain to people like what that's like and what you're looking for, because it's really fascinating, because where your pool of players come from, how do you now take such a short period of time, feel the team, do your due diligence, right? Work, and then you're working. I'm sure you're doing a lot on offense and helping with install.
Yeah, so this year was different because all the rosters got blown up. So there was different categories. The main thing for me is you got to find a quarterback in this league that can function. Jack Plummer was a guy that I looked at 75 quarterbacks. He was with Carolina the last 2 years. He was it. He was the dude, and I knew it. And he won the MVP of our league. He's been fantastic, and he'll be on an NFL team this summer.
He was a good college player. He was a good college player.
He really was. Yeah, moved around a little bit because of with coach hitting from Purdue to Louisville, but really had a great senior season. And man, super smart. You think about Jared Goff kind of player. That's what he is as far as mental capacity and just his execution on the field. And then it's the trenches, right? So it's incredibly hard to find offensive linemen, defensive linemen that are, not secured by the NFL or coming out of college and stuff like that. So you look for those innate traits. Some of the traits I just look for is a simple trait of finish. Does the guy finish every play? Talks a lot about the character of a guy, right? So I don't have a PI detective like looking and checking character. Like, you got to find those things on the field. But yeah, we'll have a draft. The hard part's done. I got the roster. Now it's adding pieces. And what that looks like now moving forward is, after preseason NFL training camp is complete, I'll start evaluating all the cut players and the guys that are kind of like on a practice squad, maybe get movement throughout the year. And I just continue to track and build those lists.
That's great too. Like, you got some great intel. I'm sure if I was Howie, I'd be picking your brain. Hey man, let me look for some gems, some diamonds in the rough. What kind of offense did you want to run, and what's your role in the offense?
Yeah, so these leagues, because of the lack of time, guys, you see teams running air raid, you see teams running college spread. To me, that's an indictment on what I owe these players. So what we run is the pro style. So what is that? So what does that look like? That Rams, the 49ers, the Lions, the Packers, those are the offensive sets, words, verbiage that we do and use that really, now we got to make it a little bit easier, but we also don't. There's a lot of verbiage. We could just, those teams have a lot of success running spread and air raid because you can learn it in 2 days.
Yes.
Like 100%. So it's like, for us, like, we simplify it, but yet we challenge our players, but we have a really good way of installing it and putting it together. As far as, my obligations are a little thicker at the head coaching position in this league because I got a lot of hands in it. But again, I offer pieces in the run in the pass game that I like to see. Okay, what did we do last week that was good? What didn't we do? And make sure those things are on the table early in the week so that the offensive coordinator, line coach, and all those guys can put those things together. And on the defensive side, it's the same thing. Like, okay, who are we going against? What are we doing? What is our plan of attack? And making sure that my defensive coordinator understands my risk tolerance. Like I said, listen, I want to press these guys because I don't think this quarterback can make the throws and do the things in the pocket. So I was like, I want you to be a little bit more on the edge side of maybe blitzes and pressures and things of that nature. So it gives him the understanding and confidence where I'm at beginning of the week so he can implement the game plan moving forward. It's more of that than just say, hey, let's run this screen. Like I'll come up with a couple plays offensively. It'll be in the game plan. That
Right.
You'll always get the yes, but I also trust my guys to do their job because they understand exactly what I'm looking for because those parameters were set way before the season started.
It's funny. I figured you would be more 12 and 3. Like you would play more pro style, have 12 and 13 personnel packages, and you would play being who you are and who you are as a player. I mean, it's amazing how that offense has been tweaked, and now like you see what the Eagles are doing with Mannion. The whole transition to that offense is coming here.
Yeah, you just mentioned 13 personnel. That's become a little bit of a, everybody looks at the Rams, right? Okay, what are the Rams doing? And then let's try to trickle down some of that. Well, they're using a lot of 13 personnel. We utilize a lot of 13 personnel. My roster size was hard to keep 3 tight ends. We had 3 really good ones, and we were able to maximize that. And honestly, the one tight end got hurt, but that got us to 4-0 early in the season because teams weren't ready for those kind of looks and formations. So that was great. And then again, you kind of work to what where are your strengths? Like we're big on okay, we had KJ Hamler, we had Chris Rowland, we had 2 young receivers that I've gotten multiple workouts since the end of the season from this week, and Cam Camper and Elijah Badger. These guys have been tremendous. We had the best receiving core in totality in the league, found these guys, loved them, and they're young, they're dynamic, and they are pro ready now because what we do day to day is, okay, I'm not just helping these guys X and O's. There is a daily transformation that I try to offer these players so they get a little bit more out of this experience instead of just getting theirs. I try to twist it on, guys come to this league. They want to be a little selfish. They want to get their stats. This is where my opportunity to get more plays are, more video. But to me, if we have more team success, I just think that's going to tenfold the guys' opportunities on the back end. I can't tell you how many general managers, pro personnel guys reach out to me and I talk to that say, listen, we watch your games because what you're doing and how you're presenting and what it looks like on tape and in the game, that looks like where we want our guys to kind of look like when we bring them in. So that's where the guys get to pay dividends on the back end. And you talk about Howie and somebody, listen, all those guys, I reached out, text Howie a lot, just send him my players. I do ask him a lot of questions about guys that I'm looking at in the preseason that were on the Eagles. I mean, clearly he has an eye for talent and they can't keep them all, right? So I want to make sure that, I can get some of those players that, from my end that I lean on some of those. And he's one of the GMs, obviously, that I have a good relationship enough to reach out to.
Yeah, that's great, man. Where's that at? Where's the league at right now? How's it feeling?
Leagues, everything's up in the league. Tremendous. The viewership TV wise, when the games are on, ABC and Fox, we're getting close to 1 million views, which beats regular season hockey and NBA games, which is huge for the network. So that's been a tremendous.
It's beating NBA games.
Yeah, regular season NBA games. Our games are getting that kind of views. The biggest thing for our league is,
that's amazing.
It really is. It's been good. I mean, and there's so much more to grow off of that. But the networks have been extremely happy, so that's been awesome. Really, it's more. We have 3 new locations: Louisville, Columbus, and Orlando. It's now marketing and getting the fans in the stands and getting some recognition of who we are and what we're doing in those local markets. Mike Rapoli is our new owner. You know that name. Vitamin Water, Body Armor, a billionaire. He's been trying to buy in percentage of the NFL teams for a long time, but this is something he gravitated on. I mean, we have calls with this guy. He's a billionaire, guys. We have calls of once a week with this guy on a Zoom for an hour, and he is totally ingrained in it and really love what he's doing. And I've been able to form a great connection with him, and he's going to make this thing last. We got 2 more teams coming in 2028. Oklahoma City's one of them. I mean, he talks about he wants 16, 30 teams in this league by 2035. So the growth is there, getting the local markets to grow and buy in. That'll be the next step for the ownership.
Well, that's cool, man. That's great. So you're wearing the hat. Let's talk about the hat. All right? What's the journey like for young Rocco? Let's transition you from coach to dad. And what's it been like now that Rocco will be a Nittany Lion, baby?
Yeah, really, we're all fired up about his opportunity and his journey. You know, Rocco's done so much in his 4 years of college so far, and to really get an opportunity to go against the best, to play against the best in the Big Ten, and lead a program, a storied program. He understands the gravity and what that is. And he's been working his tail off like he always has. His process is incredible. He's 100% healthy from last year. You know, he was playing through a lot of stuff last season, but, you know, it's not an excuse for him. It was a learning experience, quite frankly. That's what builds the callus to becoming a really good player. And he had to go through some ups and downs in that season and still went 8-4 with that football team. So he's there now, man. He's working. You know, he's such a great leader, man. Every day I get, our kids are still on Life 360. They allow us to do that. My wife is, always wants to know where my kids are. But man, we get that ping, 5:30 a.m. every single morning, man. Weekends, during the day, man. The guy just loves it. And I'll tell you what Matt Campbell's going to do there in a year. I think people will be surprised. The culture is the game changer, and not that the culture wasn't great up there, but again, the way he does it and implements it, and then he's got those 20+ Iowa State guys, and they're all their best players that came over. You think about Indiana bringing all the JMU players over, like it's a similar transition.
Yes, I was going to bring that up to you. Yeah, I mean, because by the way, the core of that Iowa State team is good. Like like you said, that's an 8-4 team that's got some really good players. So he brings that group here, you got a huge head start, especially since it came down so late.
Absolutely. The offense and everything he's walking into, the training staff, the strength staff is identical to what he had. And he's really like an offensive coordinator, another coach in the building as well. So the growth of the guys around him, the quarterbacks, the receivers, like, the weekly meetings, the things he does with those guys will really expedite everything that Matt's doing and his staff. And then the quarterback, that's the real extension. So, man, he's working his tail off. We can't wait. I'm actually I got to book 75-ish flights between Penn State games, jet games. So I'm through 6 weeks of travel. I've got that completed. So now I got to work on the next piece of the season. And then I got those extra games on the NFL. But man, I do a lot of traveling. Right? It's not the easiest place to get in, but there are a lot of things within 2-3 hours radius. So just navigating all that stuff is kind of, in my second life, I'll probably be a travel agent. I'll be honest with you. I'm really good at this stuff, but I love it. I love breaking this stuff down, and I got 6 weeks done. It's expensive, but the Jets pay for half of it, which is nice. So I can't argue about that.
Well, you know what I love too is that Greg, he's at every game. Like he was at every Iowa State game. So I watch a lot. So I watch a lot of their games, and the camera would invariably find them. And then I give a text, they got you. You're looking good, brother. You and your wife. It was beautiful, man. You went to every game.
We did. Well, I tell everybody I got the best job in sports. I mean, I get to fill my coaching passion and joy in the spring. I'm off in the summer. I go do some, I work with the staff at Iowa State for 2 weeks last year. Matt has invited me to go and spend training camp as well with the team. So I'm working around that schedule. But then I do the Jets, and I get to, call NFL games, be at different places, continue to build my relationships and continue relationships in the NFL side. And then also, get to see my son play. I mean, who's got it better than me, man, right now? So really a blessing for me. If it's the car or a plane ride, whatever it is, that's the easy part. But man, you're right. Like it's a really good full circle for me to enjoy everything that my son has done as a father. Now you talk about they find me in the stands. Like I literally sit different places every game. Like, so I don't know if just it's my big ass that's sitting in there and they could just find me, but for me, it's just like, it's not about me. I mean,
I
it's just
know
like,
you're a great dad. Like I know it's about
no,
him.
but it's
like,
great. It is great to be there and be a part of it. And I got a lot of relationships in the media, so those things don't go away as well. But it's been helpful to give Rocco, to people follow along his journey and what he's done. But man, it's been fantastic to watch, man. It's hard. It's a hard position. It's hard to do. And you look at the environment, quarterbacks across the country, the stories, the storylines, it's hard to stay the course. And he has been, what I'm most proud about is his character, his ability to give, and man, his just sacrifice, man. It's a lot of work, and he gets it. Like he's 10x what I've ever done at this point in my career when I was him, and I was a first round pick. Now where he'll lead and what that'll look like, I'm not sure, but that's out of my hands. But I want this season to last, to as long as it can, because as you know, once it's done, man, it's done. So it's going fast.
I know, dude. I feel like I could completely get it. And the world is so different. I mean, you think about it, you're talking about when you were drafted, right? Like the world today, like Rocco's world is completely different. Like with, you name it, like portals and NILs and this crazy world of college football. I mean, it's wild, man. Always looking out for your job. Always like, I mean, it's insane, really, is what it is. You think back, it's nothing like when you were at West Virginia.
Oh, I mean, but what it is like is my NFL career. And, look, Rocco's very fortunate that every step of the way, even prior to the NIL, the portal, all those things, to have the guidance to understand what needs to be done, what needs to be, the different variables, even this whole space of NIL is completely like on with blinders with him, which has been great because I can handle and help assist and make that stuff easy. And because of my relationships or because of just my understanding of just, how this process works, and he doesn't have to worry about that stuff. And he can control on what he knows best is ball, school, building a brotherhood with his teammates. We know how to say no to things. The process is strong with him. And I think, when you look at like quarterbacks, and there's a lot of really good college quarterbacks, man, you guys see the top 10, 15 lists in the country. I think when it's all said and done and people start to sit down and start to talk to these quarterbacks and know what they're about, that's where the differentiating separation factor will come for Rocco. So although that's down the road and that time will come, it's going to be exciting to see it all go down. But again, health is the most important thing, and he is healthy now, which is great. So I'm excited for it.
I love the fact he's at Penn State, man. I like this is so awesome. Like I'm all in. I love I've been following his journey, as you know, and I love the fact he's there. And I think people are sleeping on Campbell. I don't think they realize how good a coach he is. At least here, because we're still kind of getting to know the whole thing. So I think people are gonna be really excited once they get to know Campbell.
Here's the thing I tell people that he and he's already showing with the rankings and stuff like that. I think parents and players across the country, when they visited Iowa State and they saw Matt, they all wanted their kid to go there, whatever star they may be. But again, when there's the Georgias and the Alabamas and the Penn States and the Michigans and those teams can, with between money and everything, now you get the best of both worlds. You get an elite coach that can build your son. My son has grown exponentially as a man over the last 4.5 years than I could ever do, just on my own. And that gives me peace of mind. But he also gets these experiences with playing at the big time football and all those different things like that. So now parents get the best of both worlds. They don't have to say no to Matt because there's no money. Like Penn State's got the resources. So to me, that's why you're seeing this early jump of the 2027 class, whatever those rankings are. It doesn't surprise me because I truly believe deep down inside, that's what the parents want in those moments, in those situations. And now he has an edge because now he doesn't have a lack of resources that Iowa State. And that wasn't an excuse at Iowa State. He still got great players because he was a great talent evaluator there. And he was able to really, you look at some of the draft picks and guys in the NFL now over the last 5 years from Iowa State. It's incredible. So those are the things that people will start to see, and players, as they start coming into that program, will start seeing as well. And I think that's a game changer when you're talking about trying to get the best guys. Now he can get them where that separates the competition from maybe other schools.
Yeah, yeah, brother. Hey, what do you think about the Sorsby situation? Just curious. Like he's gonna enter the supplemental draft now.
Yeah, it's a touchy deal. You know, I've only read, you know, I'll say this kid has a serious compulsion problem that I hope he can continue to get the help that he needs because he needs a lot. And 30 days at a clinic will not help this guy. It only starts the process. And I worry about him moving forward in life because these things will not go away. He will have to fight these urges and these compulsions for the rest of his life. And that's where, again, when you're thinking about, okay, he's going to the supplemental draft, what team is willing to spend that investment into somebody or give up a draft pick? What does that look like? I just don't see a team giving up a first, a second, a third, a fourth round pick for a guy that has a little bit of baggage that, quite frankly, doesn't just go away. Like, you can't just make it vanish. It's a little different situation. So I would say, you know, are teams willing to maybe give up a fifth, sixth, or seventh? Maybe. And that's the biggest question. I think a lot of people are fascinated. Is he talented? Yes. But I think this is a caveat that changes your mentality of what he is, and you've got to start going back, like, you know. And I've only heard things like, you know, he's wasn't the last one in the building at Cincinnati. Like, where is he at where he wasn't, you know, getting pulled away because of these compulsions? So I hope he gets the help. Number one, it looks like Texas Tech was trying to offer him that, but they're also trying to swing the bat on the other side, which was difficult. I feel bad for Sorsby because I know he's a good kid, but you know, these things have directly and drastically changed him and what he could potentially be. So we'll see if a team takes a swing at him. I'm going to lean on the side. If I'm running a team in the NFL, man, it'd be very difficult for me to invest into this one. And we'll see. We'll see what team does.
Last thing, as a tight end, the Eagles drafted Eli Stowers, right, from Vandy. So he's going to be a huge piece to this new offense that they're putting in. The one thing about him is he doesn't block. And you, as Mr. Tight End, how do you become a blocker, a not just a receiver at that position?
You know, one thing I've learned, because I also got to coach the tight ends, right, in my league. I'm not just a head coach, so I take some time. I think the biggest thing for me is, you know, I was a really good blocker at West Virginia coming out. But when I got to the league, I found out that I'm not as good as I think I was, but it was a good head start for me. It took me about 2.5, 3 years to really figure out how to do it. So I'd say this, and then someone that's did it at the highest level, it doesn't come naturally to anybody. There are no good blocking tight ends. It is a day-to-day technique and day-to-day habitual practice. Like, for instance, the 120 days that I had my tight ends, we did 4 drills. We didn't change those drills. We didn't do anything else. I did those 4 drills with those guys every day for 120 days to start individual drill. Had to be done, because if they didn't build the habit of what it feels like and what you can do, you can't really advance yourself and do anything else. Because, you know, you see all these drills that guys do in the league, or the videos, the 9-minute different things. Like, you can't advance until you understand the basics, and the basics are boring. Another thing is attitude. I believe, you know, whether you're a tight end that's 235 pounds or 265 pounds, you got to have a certain mindset and an attitude, and that's a choice. If you make the choice to do it, both of those guys can be valuable blockers those weight, but you got to understand there's a mindset, and you got to, as a coach, you got to help build and deliver that mindset as well. Certain strategies and techniques of doing those things as well. So it's not easy. it's not easy for him. It's not going to be easy for any tight end that came out of this draft. So I'm not quite sure the tight end coach is at Philly right now, but I mean, it is a persistent operation that has to be done on a day-to-day basis. And it really doesn't take much than understanding the basics and an attitude adjustment.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, I don't know how optimistic I am. If it happens, it's going to be a long wait, but.
Well, you can't turn overnight.
It is. It's an investment. It's an investment.
League.
It's an investment.
Have you seen guys who have a tendency not to be great blockers actually get the attitude adjustment and become great blockers?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It can 100% be done. I as an example, my first year coaching tight ends in 19 in the AAF, I had 3 tight ends. Marcus Baugh, who was a really good tight end at Ohio State, got him. The big knock on him was he just wasn't a good blocker. Well, he was light in the pants a little bit, but man, when he saw that he could do things and it was visually there on film for him, when he actually believed and took a chance and did it, he changed his whole mindset. Another guy that I had that year, because he passed away, but Gavin Escobar was a drafted player in the NFL that went to Dallas. And the knock on him was he's soft.
What happened to him?
Yeah, he couldn't block. Yeah, he left the NFL, came to us, and really started to we just worked it, man. And he started to believe he had a bunch of NFL opportunities, and he actually stepped away because he hurt his back. And then he passed away. He was a big solo, like kind of a free rock climbing person, and he had an accident several years back. But
yeah,
I know, right? But those are 2 examples of guys that were back in the NFL because the knocks where they couldn't do it, they were soft, but really it was just more of an adjustment to their mindset. It's crazy. I do a lot of mental coaching, visualization coaching as a head coach for my team, because think about it, guys. I got 50 guys that were stars in college, wherever they were. And then that whole purgatory of events to try to get to the NFL, they've either been cut, they've been told they can't, they're not good enough. You got to change people's mindset. And I can't change them all, but I do. There are strategies. You got to build their belief system and let them know, like, guys, like, you're good enough. You just got to refocus, recalibrate on where you are in your career and stop pointing fingers and blaming and taking all that negative stuff and start believing in what we're doing and then applying that to the field. And you'd be shocked how guys can 2X, 3X themselves in just 120 days of just like, you know what, coach, like, I can do this, man. I got a newfound confidence. And those are the conversations, that I really love having and, with our league. So, like those are examples right there, guys. Like, it's an investment. Some players can do it quickly. I'm not saying it's going to take 3 years. I didn't have the instruction of somebody to give me that during that time. Can it be applied in one season, in an off season, in a year? Absolutely it can, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can get somebody to buy into that instead of just doing drills, then, how do you get that mindset to change? Like that's a big part of head coaching. I think it has been really valuable for me, and just learning that, because the power of the mind, man, that can crush or it can raise up a player in a lot of circumstances.
That's awesome. And we love you, man. Delaware County's finest. Doesn't get better than
always
royalty.
Appreciate it, man.
Delco
Thank
royalty.
you so much. Appreciate it.
We love you,
man.
buddy.
It's always good to be on.
And we'll be talking a lot more. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Happy Valley, pal. It's going to be great.
Love it, man.
Love you, brother.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You rock our best. See you, pal.
Will do.
The great Anthony Beck, Delaware County's own. Love Ant.
Might turn me into a Penn State fan.
I'm so excited for it. Like, I'm looking forward to it. We'll rock. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a couple things coming up. Jeff is going to join us about 11:05. We're going to take a quick TO, come back, got some nugs. You got your World Cup picks. What are you and Tooch playing today? You got to share the people.
All right.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do some back in the day. We'll head on over. Lots to do. But first, a word from our friends. All right, let's talk about Parks Casino, our casino of choice, a place for an incredible weekend of action, entertainment, excitement, award-winning dining, headliners. Yes, headliners. Make the night complete. Stay at the beautiful Parks View Hotel, steps away from Parks Casino, and offers free shuttle service. How about this? Comedian Buddy Lee, September 24th.
All right. I'm in.
You know Buddy Lee?
Yeah.
Comedian Jim Jeffries.
Love. He's one of my favorites.
October 24th.
One of my favorites.
Because you're a big comedian guy. Jim Jeffries is a big deal.
Hysterical.
Roger Daltrey, September 25th. George Thorogood, August 28th. Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong, September 21st. America, October 31st. Magician Michael Carbonaro, September 19th. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets. Pennsylvania's #1 casino, Street Road exit off at 95. The PA Turnpike of Ben Salem, got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now let's talk about Rothman. Yes, our friends at Rothman. Talk about staying in the game. Pain slowing you down. Knee, shoulder, back, neck, whatever it is. You don't have to deal with it. The team at Rothman Orthopedics has you covered. They've been recognized as the #1 physician practice in the country by Castle Connolly for having the most top doctors in orthopedic care. That's elite expertise, trusted nationwide. Head over to rothmanortho.com/PHLY to schedule your appointment today. You know what type of special schedule with? Use their fast scheduler program to connect with their VIP scheduling team to get you set up with the appropriate specialist for your injury. At Rothman Orthopedics, your mobility is their mission. Book today, rothmanortho.com/PHLY. Get back to doing what you love, pain-free. All right.
Pain-free.
Pain-free. All right. Let's do Nugs and World Cup picks.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's do some nuggets.
Okay. Do it.
VG's Nugs.
VG's Nugs. Nugs.
VG's Nugs. Nugs. It's just time for VG's Nugs. VG's Nugs. Nugs.
All right, so this may be on me, Julia. I sent you something that's not in the Nug folder, but it's Baldy related.
Oh, that thing where he's in the thing?
Yeah, I had to edit out a couple of choice curse words from Baldy. He was these 70 stories high in Thailand, and they put him in some metal steel cage contraption, and they push him out over the edge of the building. This guy. He's like, oh, bleep. He dropped an S-bomb, an F-bomb. There's no chance. I could look at 1,000 things to do on vacation. There's no chance I would do this on vacation.
No chance.
Ever. But
where do you see this, guys?
I'm trying to relax on vacation.
The last thing I want to do, here you go. Here it is. Here it is.
Like 7 times.
Take it bigger, Jules. Take us out.
Woo, baby. This is James Bond like.
All right, now you're at 65 degrees. And so I'm going to leave you there for 1 minute. You can enjoy it. Yes, sir.
You're going to hang out like that for a minute. Like, is it mesh on the other side? Because there's mesh behind him. And it looks like what he's grabbing onto is bending a little bit. Like a net.
It looks like a net. It's Baldy in a net.
In a net. 78 floors. Stories high.
Woo, look at that.
Like, that's like, I don't know, what's the Comcast tower here? Is it 78 stories? It's like doing that to
This
Comcast.
is James Bond like.
All right, now you're at 65 degrees.
Yeah, that's
So
65 degrees.
for 1
I'm
minute.
gonna let you hang out here for a minute, gather your thoughts if you want to, meditate, relax.
Meditate, relax. I don't think so.
I feel like you're leaving me here for a minute.
I mean,
Decent nuts. He's on another level.
that is. Would you want to do that?
I don't know if I do it for $100,000. I don't want to do it at all. No, I'm fearful of everything. I don't know who that guy is.
I know.
don't
You're
know.
in Thailand.
I don't know if he's certified to detect a piece of the netting looks a little thin or frayed. I don't know how long. When's the last time this thing's been inspected by technicians? No. That's why.
Technicians, you're in Thailand, cuz.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know exactly.
Well,
But at least give me a guy who's got a badge that says he's an engineer.
Like, come on.
Yeah, an engineer, look at this. Tell me it's strong. Yeah, I get it. That guy could have been like the carnival neighborhood ride guys. They don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing kids on there, hitting the button.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen videos going viral? I think it's real because I saw the people were arrested. Some woman, God forbid, went bungee jumping in another country. They never attached it.
I saw that.
Like, you got to be kidding me.
No, I
Horrible.
I saw
The rope's just laying there. She goes flying.
over a cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was
no
awful.
way I'm doing this stuff.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable.
Terrible. So
Eddie Wright, this is a great line. I'd rather wear a Spurs jersey in New York City than dangle off a skyscraper with a net.
Speaking of, did you see the guy who was like, I don't know, he looked like he was a professional, like old school bouncer UFC guy who was just manhandling Knicks fans, and he had a Spurs jersey. He was just destroying them, attacking them, and they were all running from him. Crowds running. And I think the reports are he's like a Philly guy who just wanted a piece of some action and put a Spurs jersey on up there.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. That's a great nug.
I didn't. I thought I saw a video, but I think they were swearing throughout it. So, yeah, the Philadelphia guy you're referring to is a viral San Antonio Spurs fan named Kenneth Francis Jr. He was wearing a Dennis Rodman jersey. But I think he's just bored. I'm going to just go get
Wait, he was
some
there?
action.
He goes outside the garden in his Spurs jersey just to fight people?
He's on the streets, dude. He's destroying people. Destroyed. Like, there's like a crowd of like 50 people all backing off him, and he's just charging at them like, you want some?
Wow.
But all the videos I saw,
And he's a Philadelphia guy.
all the videos I saw had a lot of expletives in it. So
That's awesome.
lunatic.
And he's a Philadelphia guy.
I think so. His name's Kenneth Francis Jr.
There's Ben. Ben's waiting.
He's pacing. He's
Ben's
pacing.
got an out.
I went and did my crib notes real quick. I'm ready to go. Rod Brindamore. Have you seen this story about cement blocks?
No.
Rod Brindamore built a 35-pound cinder block lift into the Canes off-season's workouts. Why? Well, he called it the blue-collar presses. And it turns out he was having them practice lifting the cup. It weighs the same.
Wow.
Guys would be in their suits, leaving. It's like, you gonna lift in your suit? I was going into the shower asking guys if they were gonna lift after they showered. Post game, if we're gonna work out, we got 20 out of 20 guys in there. We call that our blue-collar press.
Blue-collar press.
Blue-collar neighborhood. Maybe one of the most important blue-collar jobs is the mason. The mason builds the foundation of buildings, your homes, and what have you. And basically what we ask guys to do is do one press and think of those blue-collar moments that got them here and somebody that's helped you get here. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Teacher, coach with...
That's
right?
genius.
Dude, did you see him rip his shirt off?
Oh, dude.
That guy's super. He's still Rod the Bod.
Dude, remember, the Flyers used to have, you remember in down
I
the
think
shore,
I put in a nug from yesterday, Julia, him ripping his shirt off.
they would down the shore have this like contests.
Yeah.
He would win it every year.
Oh, yeah. He looks
was
like a
the
competitive
greatest shape.
bodybuilder.
He's in the greatest shape ever.
I mean, he's got
Always.
He's like our age, right?
Oh, yeah.
My God, is he?
Lindy's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Taka might have to hit the gym a little bit.
I
Keep
mean,
up on Rod. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. No, Rod.
oh, here he is. He's like 5% body fat. Looks like Fit Dad out there. I thought he was going to throw it down, dude, and slam the cup. Dude, his arms, his traps are crazy.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Yeah, he's not human.
How great is that? Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I got one or two more, but we want to hit that ad break.
Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll come back. A couple more nugs. And I want to go through the games with you.
Yeah.
Because I know Toots is waiting. You too. I got it, Jules. I'll put Jules on the thread.
I wouldn't do that to Jules.
All right. I want her. If I have to deal with it, I want you guys on it. All right, let's talk about our friends. Hey, let me ask you something. You trust your team to come through in the clutch, right? So why are you still trusting dating apps that keep striking out? It might be time to upgrade your love life. Meet Talkify, America's #1 matchmaking service. No swiping, no guessing, none of that stuff. Just real people, real matches, and a smarter way to date. Whether you're in Center City, South Philly, the burbs, dating's changed. Honestly, a lot of people just over the apps. With Talkify, you get paired with a real human matchmaker, someone who actually gets to know you, what you're looking for, what matters to you, and then hand selects matches based on real compatibility. Not just a couple of photos in a bio. Think of it like having a real coach in your corner, but for your love life. And right now, Philadelphia fans get a special offer. Sign up using the QR code. Save up to 50%. No games, no ghosting, just intentional connections that actually go somewhere. All right? Stop swiping, Philly, and start meeting. Head to Talkify.com to learn more. Talkify, dating done thoughtfully.
Let's talk about Ace Hardware Home Services. They're so important this time of year. Heat and humidity sneaking in. The AC might not be cranking like it should. And temperatures are changing. It's getting warmer, so don't worry. If you got issues, Ace Hardware Home Services, they got you covered. From AC repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical, they're trusted pros that bring the same helpful service you know from the Ace stores right to your home, right to your front door, from Philly to the Jersey Shore. And it's important. They got the right people. They bring the right tools, the right know-how. They got everything you need. So whether it's a quick fix or a big summer project, they've got all the tools. They've got the know-how. Then the people to get the job done right. You see their trucks all around town. All your neighbors are using them. Ace Hardware Home Services, they're bringing the helpful to your home. It's that helpful you love from the store right to your home. So visit acehardwarehomeservices.com today to get started on your next home repair project.
Bless you, Jules. God bless you. Jules got that like cute little sneeze.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you skeeved by the sneeze?
Skeeved?
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, in what sense? I don't want some sneezing on my food.
Okay, well, that's different.
But like, I mean, if you sneeze in your hand and go shake my hand, I'm a little skeeved.
Right. Well, I'm not saying you see, but like my wife is always like, ugh.
If someone sneezes?
Yeah. And I'm like, sneeze is not like a fart, right?
No,
like, you know what I mean? Like, I get that. But the sneeze is like pretty benign.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, as long as you're not sneezing.
Yeah, like on me.
Spread, right.
Like if I'm hanging out, I just sneeze in my elbow, she'll be weirded out.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm a sneezer because of my allergies.
Well, she's not weird.
And I'm like, stop.
She's not weird with you sneezing.
Yes.
Her husband?
Yeah, you.
What?
Yes.
I can't believe that.
Yes. Yes. Everything. All right. You ready? Let's go through it.
Give me one. I want to give you one more nug. This is an important one. Jesse Ito, he owns Royal Izakaya Sushi, and he owns Dance Robot, two of my favorite places to eat. He's been nominated 8 times for a James Beard Award, and he won Best Chef Mid-Atlantic Region.
Wow.
James Beard winner. Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome.
And this one, let me give you this other one more. There's a guy who likes birds. I don't know, an ornithologist. I think that's what they're called.
We're called Benz.
Yeah. So after the first day of matches, he puts out a tweet that says, Ivory Coast becomes the first team in this World Cup to win whilst having less bird species than their opposition. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. If you just bet the country that had more bird species, you'd be 6-1.
Come on.
That's a trend, man.
Just
look up the bird species. I don't know, maybe diverse. I don't know, but
no, it's like that's stupid.
That's a great one, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's the size of the country.
I don't know.
Sure
South Korea is that bigger than Czechia? I don't know.
Yes, sure. The bigger the country has
Australia
more birds.
Turkey, Curacao probably got a lot of birds. Oh, birds in Germany.
What do you mean?
It's a great trend. So if you're betting, look up bird species.
There's not a lot of birds
It's
in Germany.
6
How
and
would you
1.
know that?
6 and 1.
That's the dumbest. That is so stupid.
I've been to Germany. I didn't see a lot of birds. I've been to the zoo there. Not a lot of birds.
You were in the city. You were in Munich.
Berlin.
Or Berlin. Yeah, it figures you were going to Berlin, not Munich.
Why? What the hell does that mean?
No, that's your Berlin's.
Berlin was great. 24-hour discotheques.
Right. No, Berlin's your seat. That's where all the vampires. Jules,
We're all in Berlin.
bring it back. Bring it back, Jules. Where is he? Bring it back.
All right, let's see what we got on World Cup.
There he is. Ben.
That's what you're
Look
up
who
against,
I'm doing
Ben.
the show with, Ben. Look who I'm doing the show with.
Hey, little buddy. Hey, buddy. You cool. You cool. You cool. Hey, buddy. That's what I'm gearing up to. I'm gearing up with my golf picks to smoke him in the U.S. Open. I'm ready to go now.
People don't even realize. Look how great that is. That is you. That is you. There you go. That is you. Now, come on. Come on. That is you to the T. Same nails.
Hey, my teeth aren't that bad.
You have those.
My teeth aren't that bad.
You got those one gnarly fit hands.
Yeah, of course, man.
He's got these weird hands.
I got psoriatic arthritis, debilitating hands.
And Jules, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I'm a shaker, always.
Oh, this guy with his handshakes.
And
I'm sorry, I don't like shaking hands with King Kong.
He has these.
Oh, man.
He has these weird, long, clammy fingers.
They are clammy.
Yeah,
they're clammy right now.
They're like, and it's the weirdest thing. And you don't like, you grip up.
Nah, you, dude. It's like vice grips over there. Get out of here.
Anyway, all right. Let's go back. We got. We'll go. Before we go back in the day, let's do our picks.
All right, yeah. Because
all right, I'll set you up. Here you go. This is today. The World Cup is fun. Like you're living it every day. It's pretty cool, right? All right, here we go. Today at 3:00, France and Senegal. France is minus 215, huge favorite. Senegal is the draw is plus 360. That's how big a favorite France is.
I'm going France to win, money line with both teams to score, and that pays 180.
France to win, both teams to score.
Yeah, France, I think maybe was like 3-1.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that'll make me happy.
All right. Yeah. What's the, you don't think France, Danny D said this is where the many goals happen.
Senegal is cheap, though, as far as they're stingy giving out goals. So,
well, but they don't play France.
Still, it's just a style. Joe 76 going Senegal plus 1.5. I've seen that. I've seen people saying that out there.
Joe 76 knows his stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, keep going, right, with your picks. All right. How about this? This is my lock. You ready? Norway to score 5 goals.
Well, this is where the goals are going to happen. I'm going Norway minus 2.5 for plus 170. That makes me happy.
What's the total if they score 5 goals?
If Norway scores 5 goals?
Yes.
Oh, you was sitting nice there. Let me see.
Because I think Norway puts in 5, maybe 6.
All right, hold on.
I think
2 goals by Norway over 4.5 pays 6-1 plus 600.
Here you go.
That's your bet.
That's your play.
All
right.
You two should be on that one.
On their play. That's your play today. Norway to score.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. And then we go to Messi.
Yeah.
Messi makes his debut 9:00 on Fox. How about it? Argentina against Algeria?
This one, see, you got to get creative with these money lines because they're so one-sided. But I'm going to go Argentina over 1.5 and both teams to score. No, I don't think.
Clean
I think Algeria will score.
So
it'll be Argentina over 1.5.
Why don't you just do the same thing with the big number? Just let it ride.
Because I don't know if they're going to get 4. I like over 1.5 and no score plus 170. I'm happy. I'm not getting greedy here.
I got you.
Try not to get greedy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Danny D.
Yeah, I don't know what he's like. He's good at golf. I don't know how he is here.
Danny D, I think, knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely good at tennis. He's great at golf. I don't know how he is in soccer yet.
Hold on. I'm texting him now for his picks for you. I want to see you, Tooch, and Danny D. All right? Yes. And then we'll have Ben for his U.S. Open. All right, let's go back in the day.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know. These are kids reacting to 8 to 12-year-olds reacted to Babe Ruth being traded, and they talk like gangsters.
This is real? This is
On
not
the
real
streets of
AI?
New York, the kids spoke out.
They colorized it.
I'm sorry the Yanks lost him, and I wish that he come back to the Yankees.
Babe Ruth deserves a break like that, and I think he'll make good in Boston because he's been such a great character, and I think he'll suck plenty over in Boston. Yeah, I wish he was still with the Yankees. He wants to autograph the baseball for me.
They almost like
I
Pat
hope my old
McClure
man
showed
goes
up the
back to
baseball
Boston so I can see him
practice.
play.
He's the greatest.
I like about Babe Ruth, he's a nice man, and I like about him because he's a nice baseball player.
He's a nice man.
Look at these kids.
Well, what do you say, Tony?
I feel very, very bad for Babe Ruth going to Boston.
What is up with these kids?
Where
do these kids come from?
We want somebody else.
These kids, they're really old gangsters.
Can you imagine running them into in a dark alley, running into this crew?
What? Where did you find that?
I don't know. The baseball history nut. I follow that account.
What? That's not AI?
I don't think so. I think someone just like colorized the footage of it.
Are you kidding me?
I did not. When I pulled it, I did not get it. There's no AI warnings on it or anything. So it had over 2 million views. Like, all right.
What is up with these kids back then? They all sound like you were like.
They needed cigarettes.
He was a good guy. Let me tell you something. What I miss, he's not with the Yankees anymore. He's going to Boston. I want to break his legs.
Right.
The kids. Where'd they come from? These kids.
The docks. They're dock workers, dude.
Yeah, where they?
Poor child labor laws came in.
They were smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
These kids. What the hell? And this Babe Ruth guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Even the kid sound like he was like an 80-year-old mom.
I know, dude.
He's a nice guy. That kid's a good guy. He's a good kid.
Wish him luck over in Boston. He's a nice guy.
Let me tell you something. All right, this Babe Ruth kind of guy is my kind of guy.
Ray from Philly says he's seen this all on the Ken Burns baseball show. I might have to dig into that for some more
What
footage.
is up with that generation?
That's Pat McClure showing up.
It's unbelievable.
In his suit.
All right, I got picks real quick. All right, here we go. This is Sam from England. All right. Sammy says Norway -2.5.
All right, that's what I'm on.
Senegal or draw. Wow.
Well, I mean,
Sam from England going Senegal.
I told you, Senegal's stingy, and we've seen a lot of the big teams come in and not have their best games.
Argentina -1.5.
Okay. That's still pricey, though, isn't that? Let me see the price on that.
And he goes Germany money line.
Is Germany today? Did we go there?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Now, France, Norway, Argentina all win big, according to Dan.
Okay.
Danny D, I like the draw in the Austria game.
Yeah, I'm not. I think Austria smokes there.
He has a draw. Is he talking about
Austrian Jordan?
He must be talking about what's the money line for Austria? I think that's what Sam's talking about. Not
Austria's
Germany.
minus 286.
Oh,
Austria.
I don't know. Whatever. But he said Germany. Germany's not playing today.
I don't see Germany.
They're already played.
He probably just.
I think he's
Germany,
thinking about
Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he says Austria money line. That's your Sam from England parlay.
All right.
And then if you go to Danny D parlay, it's the 3 favorites win big, all minus 1.5 plus the draw at night.
That'll probably pay all right if you do money line or parlay all 3 early ones minus 1.5.
And then the draw?
Yeah.
Late night draw?
France scares me minus 1.5. I can see a 2-1 game.
Well, Sam likes Senegal or a draw.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be
That's
close.
a big
draw pays plus 340.
There you go. That's for you and Toots. I can see you and Toots doing that.
Yeah, time. Yeah, we still got time. We may get some more intel later.
Sam says yes, Austria money line. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we got to do. It's time for Love Philly. Our buddy Jeff Schwartz, my main man, on Saturdays is going to join us. Coming in for Love Philly. We're going to talk about Sorsby with him. We'll get some NFL stuff and cooking.
Yeah.
You saw his video.
Let's see if he's got a fettuccine Alfredo recipe.
It's not.
Ask if he's got one. I've been looking all over. Can't get a good one. We'll see.
I will not have that on my show. There's no such thing as fettuccine Alfredo. Love Philly coming up next. Philadelphia doesn't pretend. Philadelphia is. It's not just a title, Love Philly. It's a feeling. It's a heartbeat. A city that never asked for permission to be itself. That's us, right? That's our personality. Philadelphia doesn't pretend. Philadelphia is. And now in 2026, the world comes back to Philadelphia. Not just to remember, but to celebrate. The show isn't just about what's happening. It's about who we are while it's happening. Because Philadelphia isn't a backdrop. It's a character. It's the voice that tells it like it is. The guy at the end of the bar who doesn't sugarcoat a thing. It's the family that's been on the same block for generations. It's the artist, the athlete, the builder, the believer. It's the lifer, the dreamers, the grinders. It's all of us. And that's what Love Philly's about. We're going to sit with people that make this place go. The ones who built it, the ones carrying it, the ones pushing it forward. The legends who left their mark. Not just the championships, not just the headlines, but the moments in between. The way the city shows up for itself, the way it refuses to be anything other than real. And through it all, we're going to remind ourselves and show the world what Philadelphia is. It's not just a stereotype. It's not a punchline. It's a foundation. It's a force. It's a city that gave birth to a nation and never stopped building. So as the country turns 250 and the spotlight finds Philadelphia again, this is our moment to tell the story the right way. Not polished, not filtered, real, authentic, proud. Because this city just doesn't rise to the occasion. It defines it. This is Love Philly. Brought to us by Wawa. Wawa loves Philly. We love Wawa. Thank you, Wawa. All right. As we begin this Love Philly hour, I want to talk about, in case you missed it, Sorsby will now be in the supplemental draft. And I know the Eagles are doing their due diligence, taking it very seriously, looking at Sorsby. A lot of people like him. They got a lot of good reviews from the guys he played with. Going to be interesting.
Well, they got the experience with a former gambler, Isaiah Rodgers. I think what Anthony Beck said is important. As someone who's had some addiction issues in my family, the 30-day treatment's only the start. It's a lot of work after that to get it right. But I think if there's any organization that's going to have in-house support and staff and resources for him, it would be the Eagles.
The other guy that I think they're looking at heavily
in supplemental.
Yes.
What?
Suggs.
Who's that?
The receiver from Alabama. Remember Suggs, who got it was a vehicular.
Yeah.
And it was
Ruggs? Henry
Ruggs. Did I say Suggs? Yeah, my guy had Suggs on the break.
Wait, is he in the draft? Oh no, he's not in the
supplemental draft.
But wasn't he with the Raiders?
Yes. Ruggs. Yep.
And he's going to go back into the supplemental?
Yes.
Oh man, I'd be interested in him.
Yes, receiver.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing their due diligence on Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
All right. We have our boy. Oh, my main man. We spent our Saturday mornings together. Love him. My man from the Fellas, Fox Sports Radio.
Great show. I listened to it on my way home from the bars.
You get done haunting people,
yeah,
and you come right back. I appreciate you. Listen to us.
Yeah.
That's impressive. My man, Jeff Schwartz. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, buddy. Glad to be on with you. By the way, Henry Ruggs' parole was denied, so he will not be in a supplemental draft anytime soon. So there might have been some background work there, but his parole got denied. If that's the guy you're talking about, which I think you are. He's not out in this supplemental draft.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yesterday got denied.
I mean, he was going 100 miles an hour and killed someone. I think he's going to be a little bit in jail a little bit longer than he's.
No, I know. It was just weird because somebody told me that they were looking at them.
I mean, I imagine NFL teams do background on everybody, just like they'll do it on Sorsby. And it stinks because for these NFL teams, I mean, this is the break time, right? Everyone gets a break. Coaches go on a break, scouts go on a break, and now they have to all come back and talk about Brendan Sorsby and whether or not. And I think some teams will have him off their board immediately. Like there's not even a chance, right? I mean, there's just because look, if he does this in the NFL, he's never playing ever again in the NFL. He's going to be banned. So our team's willing to take a risk on that and have it come out later that he bet on an NFL game or bet on a game he played in. I think there'll be NFL teams just don't think it's worth it, and they're just off. He's off the board immediately.
So we told them this is a fascinating thing. You were very much against this whole thing, and it turned out 2 days later, what happened? The conference threatened litigation, and then he just said that they waved the flag and said, "Look, I'm just going to go into the supplemental draft."
Well, I think a couple of things happened here. Just reading this, I'm not reporting anything that hasn't been put out there, but just putting pieces together. So the Texas Attorney General threatened to sue the conference, and conference, I guess that opened the door for them to sue first.
Right.
And they went to federal court, which is where they're most likely to win. And supposedly it was like a slam dunk. Like there just was no way they were going to lose this based on what the Attorney General of Texas tried to insinuate in his threatening to file a lawsuit. And so I think Sorsby realized that, look, the supplemental draft process has to begin at some point, right? And you have to declare that you're eligible for that, which I think today they're going to withdraw so you have to be eligible for supplemental draft, you have to be ineligible to play in college football. And the judge last week ruled that he is eligible to play in college football. So I think today they're going through a process to make him ineligible again, to vacate that win, essentially.
Gotcha.
It seems like, quite frankly, and quite simply, Texas Tech realized it wasn't worth it. There was a big backlash across the sport from the Big 12 Conference, but from other schools that I guess I saw the story, Michigan refused to schedule them in other sports, and they just decided it's not worth it. And that's what I put out there the other day on social media at Jeff Schwartz, Jeff with a G. Like, what's the end game for Texas Tech, right? Like, what makes it worth it for them to go through this? They put out a 21-minute video last week with the president, the AD, the head coach, and some of the defense of Sorsby I thought was just out of left field and really unserious. And of course, in the end, it doesn't matter because they decide to part ways. And so I think it makes sense for both parties. If you thought you were going to lose in federal court, for Sorsby to get a supplemental draft, and for Texas Tech just not deal with this anymore. Like they probably weren't winning a championship with him, which is the only way I would say it would be worth it. And so in the end, I think it makes sense where we ended up. It took maybe a week too long to get there, but we're here now.
So, I feel for the kid, man. I mean, I think he's got a problem. That's a tough, you said it. It's a risky proposition. I mean, there's no jokes about this. Like, you're talking about a draft pick for a kid that one slip up and it's over. Like one slip up of betting on the NFL and it's done. And that's a risky.
Yeah,
it really is. It's scary proposition.
The NFL is going to have to really do their due diligence on how big of an addiction is this, right? How big of a problem will this be moving forward? What can you do to help him out, right? Whether that they have apps to block gambling websites on your phone, but obviously you can get a second phone. I mean, it's not hard to do it if you really wanted to make a wager, right? You can call a family member or friend. Obviously, you have to hope that his family and his friends who he sent money to in the past will obviously ignore him, right? And make sure that they don't, they're not part of this as well, because you can't have those enablers, right? I'm not saying, I'm not accusing them of doing that, by the way, move forward, but you might have a friend, he might send money to a friend. The friend's got to say, no, man, I'm not doing it, right?
Right.
So he has to have got a good support system around him to make sure that that this doesn't happen again. So that's the risk, right? That's why I think if in the supplemental draft he's not going to go very high, people say, oh, he's a first round talent. Yeah, he's a 5th round supplemental pick, right? I mean, you just can't use a high pick on a guy that could be suspended for the rest of his career with one more mistake. So I think he will be drafted in supplemental draft. I don't think it'll be earlier than the 4th round is my guess.
So you're saying 4th round would be the earliest.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously
it's a day 3 pick. Like day 3 picks are like, 10% hit rate, right? Like if you burn a 4th round pick trying to get a franchise quarterback, I think that's acceptable, right? You can do that.
Yeah, I mean, risking a 4th round pick is, that's interesting. I was wondering if a team would go higher than that. Like, you're a quarterback starved team, a 3.
I mean, so you got to think about it, right? Like, if the teams that really, really, really need quarterbacks right now, like, okay, the Cleveland Browns, right? The Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, you don't want to play. You're not going to play the kid right away. So yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, let's say, right? Like, so there's only a handful of teams I think that would even be like, I need Sorsby sort of now. And then like, I can't imagine Pittsburgh's ownership is going to let them draft Brent Sorsby, right? It's not going to happen. Cleveland's already said no. I think Todd Monken already said no. Now, he might have said no, but I don't know what the ownership feels like. Because this is an ownership decision now too, right? Which you don't really get often with 4th round picks. This ownership has to sign off on this now. And so there's not a lot of options, I think, for him. I think if he
I know the Eagles would do it. The Eagles are already doing their due diligence.
Right, but like, is a 4th round pick, or they wait to use undrafted free agent and then sign him? Undrafted free agent opens the door for a lot of teams. I think supplemental draft, it's very few teams.
It's interesting. I could see the Eagles using the supplemental pick on him.
Wow, interesting. Like what, 4th round, 5th round?
Yeah. I could see it. I mean, I listen, I know that they're doing their due diligence, and I know that, some of the stuff they've gotten back on him was positive.
Yeah.
And look, I was here with Michael Vick. Like, I was with them when Michael Vick was brought here. And it's a very stable organization.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a lot of strength behind it. Dom's the head of security. He's really good with that stuff and helping guys. I mean, I saw with Mike what happened with Vic. I was with him a lot during that time. I could see it. I could definitely see it being here. Now, the thing is there what other teams would be open to it and be able to handle it?
I mean, it's once I mentioned Arizona, Cleveland.
You don't think Pittsburgh would take a shot?
I don't think the ownership would go for that. No. They're like a bellwether ownership group of the NFL. I think that the NFL frowns upon this, which they do, right? Gambling on your own team and in your own sport. I don't think Pittsburgh will be part of that. You never know, obviously, right? But they've also just spent they've spent the fifth, the sixth, the fourth on quarterbacks the last couple of years too. They're going to draft another quarterback, add another quarterback to that room.
Well, he is good. Like you and I both see, like he's good.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to throw as many darts as you can.
I know.
Yeah, and this isn't an expensive dart.
Yeah, I do wonder if a team out of nowhere that sort of has an aging quarterback, like let's just say the Lions, okay, let's throw the Lions in there, who Jared Goff is aging. Maybe they love Brendan Sorsby. They're like, we'll draft him in the 6th round. Like there's that possibility where it's just a team out of nowhere that was like, we need a quarterback in the future. We love this kid. We'll spend a 6th or 7th. I'm sure there's plenty of teams that'll be very happy to spend a 6th or 7th on him or undrafted free agent. They're not going to do it for a 3rd or 4th round pick, right? So it just depends on sort of where that sort of demarcation is, right? Where he's going to be drafted, who feels good about him and what draft slot.
I'll give you another team that would definitely draft. I would take a shot on them. Chiefs. That's Andy all day long. I know, but the thing is, are the Hunt family are they gonna be okay with it? That's the question. Like that again. This is why this is an ownership decision too, right? It's not just but Clark will do whatever Andy wants.
I think a lot of people question.
They've generally been okay with that in the past, right? They have taken guys with questionable character before. Andy Reid has been fine with that in the past. And things that are much worse than gambling on football, right? Just like, as a human being, much worse than gambling on football. I think that if they could, again, it all depends where, right? If you tell me that the Chiefs drafted him with the 7th round pick in the supplemental draft, absolutely it's happening. But not a 4th round pick, I think it just depends on where he goes in the draft, on the team's appetite for wanting to take him.
That's good. Fascinating, man. We have not seen anything like this.
No, not in a long time supplemental draft. I mean, there's been plenty of players that have gone very high in supplemental draft. They're playing 1st round picks. Just hasn't happened. I mean, I don't think we've even had a draft in 6 or 7 years.
Right.
And he's not even eligible right now at the exact moment we're talking to be in the draft yet, I don't think.
Right. No, it's fast. The whole thing is really interesting. It really is. Hey, I want to talk to you about quarterbacks. All right.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you about, because obviously, we're heading into the quiet period. There was a story that hit today in regards to Jalen Hurts and his contract and his status in Philadelphia. And I want to talk to you about this and really how you would navigate the cap. But first, we just have to take a quick TO, brother, okay?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second, and then we'll come right back. Let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem, and the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. All right, World Cup. You have your plays.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff is him and the Brain are like best buddies.
Oh yeah.
Jeff fires in.
They like going into the numbers, digging into the numbers.
Oh, Jeff's a trader.
All right, I feel good about this one. France and both teams to score for plus 180.
All right, there you go.
I like that one.
All right, and then Danny D. I like Norway. I give you Norway to score 5 goals.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
all right.
Norway minus 2.5.
All right, Norway is my selection. You got to check it all out for all the World Cup madness. BetParks.com has all the details. New customers get 500 spins on the goal collect them slot game, and up to $5 casino bonus back in first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's talk about Xfinity and the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. What if I could tell you have intelligent Wi-Fi, reliable Wi-Fi, and the price stays put for 5 whole years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. You got super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense that lets you stream the game even when the whole family's online, that fixes problems, finds them before you even notice them. This is what we're talking about. All your devices working in perfect harmony. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me. A lot changes in 5 years. Championships are won. Records are broken. The kids grow bigger than you. But your Wi-Fi should stay reliable. The price should stay put. Lock in your price. Unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more. Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Back with my main man, my partner on Saturday mornings, Jeff Schwartz. Later on, too, VG wants to ask you about a recipe.
I heard what he said.
What did you make? I saw the Instagram or Twitter.
I made a paella the other night.
Yes. Good looking paella.
Yeah.
In honor
good,
of the
yeah.
World Cup, right?
Well, sure. My kids were at the beach, and I just made something, and I just was like, I'm going to try something that I haven't made in a while, and just made. The problem is saffron's very expensive, so it's like an expensive thing to make. So it was good. It was good. Yeah, I heard your question before it came on about fettuccine. I mean, it's just cream and cheese, right? Like what's in butter? It's like it's not.
It just irritates him. It just irritates him because he says
It's not an Italian dish.
dinner.
Like they don't have fettuccine Alfredo in Italy.
They do in Rome.
They don't.
I've
It's
seen
not.
spaces.
It's bogus. They don't. It's not an Italian dish.
It's just
an American.
they have
dish.
a white. Do they have a white cream sauce in Italy?
No.
No.
Not
No.
that
Is
place
red
he
sauces?
goes.
Not. What it is they in Rome there's a pasta dish. It's black pepper, right? But it's with cheese and the pasta water, and it looks like cream, but there's no cream in it.
That's the cacio de pepe, right? That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fettuccine Alfredo was invented in Rome, Italy in
It's not.
1908
That's
by
wrong.
Alfredo di Lelio.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
I make this.
It's wrong.
I make this.
Go to Wikipedia. Go to anybody in Italy. They stop. Get away.
I make this dish with chicken thighs and broccoli rabe and the cacio pepe sauce. I'm saying that wrong, I know, but I make it like that. Those like combine those together. It's very, very good. Oh, it's good.
I would urge you to get rid of the chicken.
It's
They don't use chicken.
It's just a dish I
They
found.
don't use chicken as a protein in Italy.
It's just a dish I found on the internet that I made that's good. It combines. It's my kids want to eat.
Use pork with it.
It doesn't work. What do you mean? Like pork?
The chicken doesn't work.
Chicken's not
The
Italian.
the meal is delicious. So I don't know what you're. I mean, it might not work for you. The rest of us eat it with chicken thighs, a creamy white pepper sauce, and broccoli rabe. It's delicious.
The pork works. I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
sure it
We
works.
invented the pork and broccoli rabe here.
I believe you. I'm just telling you that what I made tastes good.
I'm trying to tell him that there's no.
One of Rome's most historic restaurants, Il Vero Alfredo.
Stop.
That's the whitest way to
cook
say
this
that
guy.
ever. I love it so much.
He drives me nuts. This guy.
I mean-
you know who I work with, Jules? Show
What?
Jeff the guy I work with. Tell me that these aren't twins. Here, you show him, and then
They'll look this way.
put our guy up to show Jeff.
Is that like a Philly like a Flyers guy does every game or something? Is that like one
No,
of those, like,
Man, if that guy was real, we'd have a problem.
is he like a real?
that,
is he like
you know
a-
who that guy is? That's Nosferatu.
It's my uncle.
So I AI'd
Close.
it and put a Flyer shirt on it and made it him. That's the real
by the way,
Nosferatu.
I forgot to say sorry about the Knicks winning, buddy. I know they got you.
It did. It
sorry.
did. I didn't even
My
watch. Did
deepest
you? I didn't watch the
condolences.
game Saturday night. I was at a wedding. I didn't watch it.
My deepest condolences.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with basketball. I'm done. When's football start? That's all I care about.
A few weeks away, buddy. That's
So
it.
let me ask you. There was a story today that Hurts's camp is upset that they didn't back him as much through the AJ Brown stuff, and you were wondering, is this the first salvo about the contract? Because his contract is up after next season, and it's quiet. Like he's gonna have to have a year, which they're gonna look at the year and call it a prove it year, call it what you want. But before you spend $60 million on it in a year on a quarterback, I think you need to make it sure it works in this. He works in this offense.
Yeah, that's fair, right? Because you basically brought in an OC that runs the exact opposite offense that he's ever run in his career, right? And so this is an offense, by the way, that has produced a lot of points in the NFL over the years, right? It's an offense that that creates easy options for the quarterback often. It's not the best offense on third down, which I want to see how that works this year. And it's not an offense that makes a ton of adjustments either. So it's kind of curious to see how that all plays in together. But he should play well, I would imagine, in this offense. If he doesn't, then you have a problem, right? And so I'd imagine the Eagles just want to see how it works before they approach. Look, and there's always posturing, right? There's just every year that a quarterback is unhappy. I will say though, it seems like there's just a lot of noise in Philly around Jalen Hurts. I feel like at all times, good, bad, and different. It's a lot of noise, man. It just always seems to be like something with Hurts, and some of it's not his doing, some of it is his doing. But I imagine if he gets off to a good start next season, or this season, I should say, they'll give him his extension. I mean, they probably want to just see what it looks like.
Yeah, I kind of, and you're right. There is a lot of noise. There was noise around Wentz, right? Like it's pretty interesting. There's noise around the coaches. There's noise around Nick Sirianni. What do you think that is? Why is there that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think Sirianni sort of likes the attention. Isn't there a big piece out today? I think I saw on Nick Sirianni, where the headline is like he'd rather be unhinged than be called fake or something. Like, I don't know any coach wants to be called unhinged. Sure, I mean that feels like an odd description for like a championship winning coach, even though obviously the Eagles have won a championship. It's okay. Call me unhinged. Just don't call me fake. I think they just bring it upon themselves, right? I've been with coaches, plenty of them, that just nothing's ever said about them, right? That's just the way they want it. They make sure the rest of the players, live by that essentially. Now, there's some media markets you can't help it, right? I mean, maybe that's Philly's one of them. There's so many people in the media universe in Philly, they're always trying to find a story they're going to get if they ask long enough, right? Find enough players to say something, which certainly felt that way in New York, right? I mean, New York, they're always looking for something. So
I mean, that's how it was when I was there. Yeah.
So in Kansas City, it didn't feel quite the same way, right? They were always looking for something. So maybe it's just a matter of that, but there's just a lot of noise around Philly all the time, it feels like. Then they continue to win too, right? The winning keeps happening. So, I mean, nothing's going to change really.
Is part of it the fact that it's a GM and owner kind of GM front office team? Like a lot of teams are coaches teams, right? Like Andy's a coach team.
Yeah.
San Francisco's a coach. The Rams, even though Les Snead's a great GM, it's McVay, right? Like the fact that the real true power is in the front office and not with the coach. You think that leads to some of it?
But front offices tend to be a little more buttoned up, right? They're the ones who want less media around them, don't they? I mean, that's typically.
Well, yeah, but I think it could be a byproduct of not having the powerful coach.
Yeah, that's certainly I get that. But I just think I think it feels like it's a Sirianni thing. Like he kind of just like is okay with the noise around him, right? With the noise around the team.
Well, you know what's interesting, there was noise around Doug, and there was noise around, and he didn't think about it. Doug won the first Super Bowl in the history of the franchise. Doug Peterson won, and then 2 years later, he's out.
He's gone. Yeah. I mean, that's just the NFL, unfortunately, right? It's a what you've done for me, now league, and it went sour pretty south for Peterson. I thought did an incredible job. Obviously navigating with Nick Foles for weeks and weeks on end and creating that game plan, the Super Bowl. I mean, just an incredible job. But it does run its course at some point, and very clearly felt like it in Philly that they were just done with it. And it proved right. They ended up winning a championship eventually, right? I mean, they won. They went to 2 Super Bowls with Sirianni now.
I know. And it's weird, right? Like you look at them and it feels like there's always questions. And Jeff, their defense is freaking good. Like Rick Woolen, I mean, again,
Yeah.
it's street clothes, right? It's shorts. But Rick Willen, man, he's going to be good. And then Jalix Hunt next to Grenard on the edge. We're not even talking about the true talent in the middle of that line and the secondary, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Their defense can be like scary.
Well, I think the doubt of Philly comes from people don't believe Jalen Hurts is a top, ish quarterback, and people just think Sirianni is not a great. I don't think Sirianni is a good coach. I don't. But I think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. So like I think that's why, right? Is that like there's just a general distrust when you pair up a coach that people don't think is a good coach with a quarterback that people don't think is a good quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts is good enough, obviously. Is he one of the best? I don't think so. But I just don't, I mean, my thing about Sirianni is like, quite simply, like you are a CEO head coach, right? You don't coach the offense or the defense. And your team doesn't operate at times like you're the CEO head coach. Like, what are you doing during your day if you're not the CEO head coach? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of like CEO things. He just like, there's a lot of like if you're the CEO head coach, right? In my opinion, then you're able to sort of fend off all the noise around your team, right? Because what are you going to do all day? You have opportunities, I think, to do some of those things. And to keep the noise at a minimum, to build relationships with the players. Right now, if AJ Brown wants
players love him, Jeff. Like that's the thing. Like they love him. They do.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, when you win, players tend to love the coach. If they have a bad year this year, they're not going to like him as much. That's just the nature of it, right? And they've done a lot of winning, man. That's the thing. It's like I don't know. Okay, here's the thing about Sirianni too.
Yeah.
If he was fired as head coach of the Eagles, does he get another head coaching job during his life at the NFL?
I mean, I gotta believe yes. No, you don't think so?
No. They don't hire many coaches anymore.
You don't think they don't in his life? Like
they don't hire many.
I don't think he gets a job right away. I don't think people are lining
here's
up
the thing.
To get a job. But you don't think he gets a job?
Here's the question. So right now in the NFL, we have every coach coaches a side of the ball except Harbaugh and Sirianni, correct? Those are the two guys I believe that just like
right now that Tomlin's out.
Right. But Tomlin has the background of a defensive coordinator, like a successful DC, right? Like he was really good. Sirianni has no background really of a successful coordinator anywhere, right? Or quarterback coach. Like he's just that's what he did previously.
He was a wide receivers coach, right? Yeah.
So what's Sirianni gonna do when he gets fired at some point in his life, right, out of Philly? Is he going to be the OC somewhere with like, how's he going to get back on like the radar of NFL
So a lot
teams?
of guys become assistant head coaches.
Right. But they also still coach a side of the ball though, at the same time.
I mean, he'll be in the offensive meetings. He'll be
he'll be like a senior analyst or something like that, right?
Like assistant head coach, offensive assistant like that.
Right. But
that'll be his
assistant
role.
head coach is also still like the running back coach, right? Like Eric Bieniemy, right? Like there's something they do or OC. I'm just curious if he were fired, would anyone hire him at any point in the next 10 years?
It's funny. I remember I was talking to Garofalo about this, I don't know, a while back. And he's like, are you kidding me? Like the teams would trade for him. And I was like, really? He thought, this is Mike. Mike's plugged in with the league. He thinks teams would trade for Sirianni.
I'm gonna text Mike after this. I don't know.
Text him.
I believe he said that, but like, geez, okay.
Yeah, I'll text it to it. We'll do the change.
I could have a completely wrong read on him around the NFL. I mean, I certainly don't know as many sources as Mike does. It's just sort of off of what I've seen of him. And
well, we got into how about the debate Mike and I got into, where we were screaming at each other.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
because I was like, no way, like I have an issue. I kind of side with you. I like the guy. I think the guy's a good enough coach. I think, players like him, but he's not my cup of tea. Like, I prefer you. I need you to be well versed on one side of the ball. Like, I can't keep cycling through OCs. What happens when Mannion has success?
He's gone.
Teams are going to poach him again. Like, how many times are you going to go through that?
Yeah. I mean, that's the hard part about having a head coach that's not a play caller.
Right.
Is that you just routinely. I'm not saying you can't. There's plenty of defensive coaches that have, but the real brilliance, one of the brilliance of Bill Belichick was that he never lost his OCs. He rarely did. He kept them forever, which is like a rarity for a defensive coach. You get, if you have a good OC, you get 2 years max. If you're a defensive head coach with that OC, you might get 1. Like if Sean Mannion is really good in year 1, he's gone somewhere else immediately.
What was Belichick? What's your read on this? Because I always wondered why none of his assistants had success anywhere.
Yeah. So I played with in Detroit with like a Belichick general manager. I didn't play. I mean, I was there in training camp, and Jim Cole was our head coach. He's not a Belichick guy, but I played with our strength coach at the time was like a Belichick guy, and they are kind of like hardos without having earned it. Like part of the Belichick thing is he earned sort of being a hardo because they won championships. And I think a lot of guys go into new jobs, and the reason they get hired, by the way, is because they're Belichick guys, right? So they go into jobs thinking, I need to be Belichick. I need to be that guy. And you're not Belichick, right? You have to form your own.
Yeah, you haven't earned it.
And I think that's the big problem is like these guys go in these jobs, they get hired for being Belichick guys. They try to be Belichick, and they just fail. Be yourself, right? I mean, one thing about Vrabel, and he's not a Belichick guy, but he's himself. Like he's himself, right?
Yeah.
And part of that is he having played for Belichick, but he's himself. And these other guys they're not that way. And that's why I think it's been really tough to find successful head coaches from that tree.
That's a good point. That's a real good point.
I feel like with Nick, there's almost a part of me that he'd rather and have more fun joining like the McAfee crew or Barstool with John Gruden, and he's really thriving as like one of their analysts. Like,
I think
I do. I feel like he's like a dude like that. Like, I feel like he'd be great in that role too, instead of coaching.
Being a clown?
No, they're not clowns.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like
they're like
I don't know. I mean,
guys.
Eric Sirianni
was talking about a serious. Like, not that Gruden, but like, again, you're talking about you were in the NFL on game day, and now all of a sudden you're going to be on,
ESPN. Yeah.
I mean, look, Sirianni enjoys yelling at fans after games, walking through the tunnel. He could just do that, but like be a McAfee show and do it instead. Just go as a heckler to every game. He could just heckle fans.
I think you slide right into it.
I get what you guys are saying. I just go, if you're him though, it's prestigious. Like you're coach in the NFL.
I know, but I was just making a lot of points here that it's like, yeah, I could see like he might have trouble getting a head coach, and this be a nice transition.
Yeah.
And you could also rehab your image on television too, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a great point. That's a great point.
Not doing the McAfee route, like NFL Live, like doing like the traditional television route, like
Like you're CBS,
McAfee, but I'm just saying like
Fox, and you're
not the McAfee Barstool thing. You're probably done coaching
because we got a quote right away. They're like, does he know enough to be a football analyst on a serious TV show? That's from Jeremy Zevis in the chat.
It's actually a good question. I don't know. No, I'm sure he can do just fine.
I mean, come on, like of course he does. Jeff, right?
Yeah, see, but isn't this the number one problem with Sirianni, that we are even having a debate of whether or not he knows enough football to be an analyst on television? Yes. This is not a debate we have with the other 30 NFL head coaches.
No, but I can't believe that. I can't. I think you guys are crazy. Of course he can be a great analyst.
Do we really know if like Dan Quinn can be on television? Like, do we really know? Like, yeah, I think he'd be fine. Brian Schottenheimer, yeah, not a problem. John Harbaugh, no, yep, great. Sirianni, I don't know, man.
No, man, come on. Listen, like, Big Dom could do it. I like Big Dom wears a headset. You know that Nick can do it. He can do it.
Big Dom with the headset is like one of the funniest things in the NFL. You're the security guard, man. Come on.
No, he was.
I know he's more. I know you've told me this before. I'm aware. I know he does more than that. But like, it's so he doesn't get suspended when he makes contact with a player, right? Because he's got the headset on now.
Right.
Which is a crazy sentence to say. Hey, I hope my security guard doesn't get suspended in this game because he touches a player. Like, that's a crazy thing to even say out loud.
Well, you know what I mean. It's to circumvent the rules of being whatever. But he knows. Listen, like the guy was a scout. Like he understood. He understands the game. It's not like he's just a bouncer. I mean, people act like he's a bouncer. That's not true. He knows
I'm
the
sure
game.
he knows. Oh yeah, I know he does.
I mean, and he studied
Totally
under
simple.
Andy. Ask Andy about him. Andy loves him. Loves him.
I'm not going to use a random text message to Andy Reid about Big Dom, but I'll take your opinion for it though. I believe you. I believe you. Hey, Coach. I hope your summer's going well. Can you talk about Big Dom?
Well, no,
please?
he'll get back to you. I'm going to do a three-way text with him for you. All right.
You don't have to do that. Trust me. I believe
All
you.
right.
I believe you.
All
that
right.
Big Dom. Look, he knows what he's doing. It's just still funny to see a security, head of security.
I know,
he
I
has
get
other
it.
jobs with a headset on.
Yeah, I get it.
Is he
All right,
calling plays too? Is he radioing in what he likes every now and then?
Yeah. Let me ask you this last thing. From an O-line standpoint, because a lot of the guys were talking, Lane was talking, you're close to Lane. They were talking about the difference with this offense, and Lane's actually going to have some help now.
He likes it. Yeah, he likes it so far.
How do you think this thing goes when you lose, one of the legends as an offensive line coach that there is, right?
Yeah.
In Stout. How does this thing go, and how does this offense, and how do you see the Eagles O-line?
Yeah, well, I think Stout is still quietly around a little bit. And I don't know to what degree he's sort of still there, but I think he's I don't know if he's in the building every day. I think he's still part of things, if that makes sense. Look, I know Lane is super pumped about this offense, right? It's new for him, it's new for everyone involved, but it does allow for easier concepts on the offensive line, right? The outside zone running scheme, right? The ability to have help with tight ends and guys motioning across and motioning in, post snap, the play action pass, right? And the move the pocket stuff. So it allows these offensive linemen better opportunities just from alignment to be good. And so I think they're excited about it. Obviously, I just say this all the time. It's worth mentioning. It takes half a season, man, to really feel good about an offense, because you have to figure out what you're good at. You might go in the season thinking we're good at this, and this, and then you realize, 5 games in that we stink at this concept, right? So it takes some time to figure it out. But this offense is very offensive line friendly, and so I think there's a kind of the guys in the offensive line sort of feel renewed with a different style of offense.
I like it. My brother, you're the best.
Thank you, buddy.
Love hanging with you, man.
I'm gonna go have
buddy. We love it.
I'm gonna have a big bowl of fettuccine right now, just for lunch. I think, just for you, in honor of you.
My balls.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you.
Love you, buddy.
Talk to you Saturday, buddy. Take care.
See you, pal. There he is, Jeff Schwartz. He's great. He really is. Let's take care of some business. Talk about our friends, shall we? All right. Listen, that feeling when you need a quick reset, but you don't feel like dealing with airports and long drives, overcomplicated travel plans? Montgomery County, PA. How about that as a getaway spot for us? A little bit of everything: history, shopping, entertainment, outdoor adventure, great food, all just right outside the city. You can spend the day exploring Valley Forge National Historical Park, hit the shops at KOP, check out live entertainment, explore some of the amazing small towns and hidden gems throughout Montgomery County. With America celebrating 250, never been a better time to experience the history and the stories that help shape this country. Whether it's a couple trip, family weekend, sports road trip, just a chance to unplug for a few days, Montgomery County makes it easy to get away without going far. Plan your trip, book your stay, and start your retreat today at valleyforge.org. That's valleyforge.org. How about some Dick's Sporting Goods, baby? I love it. It's funny. My wife will go, "Can you go to the mall?" No. "Can you go to the mall with the boys for Dick's Sporting Goods?" Yes. I'm in. And so I do. And I go to Deptford, right? And we're in Cherry Hill. And we go to Dick's Sporting Goods and love it, man. It's got everything. It's one-stop shop for everything you need. All the sports equipment and the great elite sports equipment that they have at Dick's Sporting Goods for all the kids, and whether it's baseball and soccer and football, right? Hoops, whatever they're playing, hockey, they got it all. And they were talking jerseys and fan gear to rep all the squads. Stop by your local Dick's Sporting Goods store anywhere around the Philadelphia area or shop anytime at Dicks.com before the next big game, whether you're heading down to the stadium or just to the backfields with the kids. Make your first stop Dick's Sporting Goods because summer sports start here. All right. We need Ben. Ben! We got to get Ben's picks. All right? So coming up, we're going to do a little U.S. Open with Yo, Ben. Yo, Ben. We'll get Ben's picks for the U.S. Open. I'll tell you what, let's do this. While we're waiting for Ben, let's knock out one last break. All right? This way we comply. Sorry there, everybody. I'm a bit chatty. Let's talk about Rothman. And I love my guys at Rothman Orthopedics. Look, we have one of the greatest group of orthopedic doctors in the country. All right, Castle Connolly has it. I've told you, number one, great practice. I'll tell you, everybody here has used Rothman Orthopedics. I mean, everybody. Like VG had a serious car accident, his neck, Rothman saved him. I had my Achilles and my knee done by Rothman. I mean, the greatest sets of doctors, no matter what body part ails you, head on over to Rothman Orthopedics. All right, they have a fast schedule program, help you to whatever your injury is. Go to RothmanOrtho.com/PHLY. That's RothmanOrtho.com/PHLY. All right, listen, get healed because they'll do it for you. All right, making sure that restoring your mobility is their mission. All right, now, Wawa's got tacos. Tacos. Oh, Wawa expanding its freshly prepared food lineup with new seasoned beef tacos available for a limited time. Built to deliver bold, craveable flavor in every bite. We're talking warm, soft tortillas filled with Wawa's savory, juicy, boldly seasoned beef, plus fresh toppings that you can customize your way. You got options too, from seasoned beef, chicken, steak, black beans, shredded cheddar cheese. Pick up 2 spreads like salsa roja, garlic aioli, barbecue, ranch, buffalo, chipotle, and you top it off with shredded lettuce, salsa, fire-roasted corn, onions, or pickled jalapenos, all packed in a 6-inch soft flour tortilla, making it perfect handheld or on-the-go option. Seasoned beef tacos doesn't stop, all right? It's available across the full lineup, including burritos, bowls, and quesadillas, so you can mix and match and build the meal that fits your appetite. But don't wait. The lineup is only here for a limited time while supplies last. Next time you're at Wawa, grab a taco and find your new go-to order. Wow, Flyers make a trade.
Let's go.
They got Joseph Wall, the backup goalie from the Leafs, for
Samuel Ursan, Emil Andre, and a 3rd-round pick.
He's good. There you go.
Yeah,
Wall,
he was
Ladar.
Yeah, we had talked about him. I think Charlie's a big fan of him.
Yeah, I like that. That's big.
Yeah.
How about it, man?
Yep. Breaking news. I broke the news to you.
No, not true. Not true.
Did he break the news?
Yeah,
No.
I did. I said, did I not come back from the bathroom and said Flyers?
No, but Anthony in the chat, Anthony Migliori already had it.
Anthony had it before you did.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Per the chat.
you were
Per the chat. Cite your sources.
You just did.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't trust you or Anthony Migliori a hand, so I had to go and, I sourced it out on Twitter.
Yep.
Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm once did a skit about dressing, people dress in different ways, right? Like, different casual. He loved dressing like he was on the golf course. That's Ben.
Yeah.
Ben dresses every day like
this is your way of saying I have a cute shirt on.
He's got the shorts.
This is your.
On, though. Shorts aren't allowed in the men's tournament. You're not allowed shorts on the course.
Well, but he got the hat. Where's the hat?
Yeah.
Every time he's got the polo shirt.
Yep. Thank you.
Lululemon polo shirt.
Right.
Yep. Thank you.
Collar's a little off, but other than that,
this is your way of saying I have a cute shirt on. See,
No,
it's
it's
very
not.
normal. Very normal thing to do.
No, it's not what he's saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you dress like a golfer every day to work.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say that's good or bad. You didn't make a judgment.
It's your
Just
look.
said it is what it
I
is.
like it. If it was up to me, like I like dressing like I'm a
Thank
coach.
you.
Like I would wear the coach.
You wore ripped jeans yesterday.
Well, he's a fashionable coach.
Is that what coach is wearing ripped jeans?
Well, no.
It's an off day, Monday.
Yeah,
I will say most of the time you do look like you're a coach. I'll give you that.
I like the coach look.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say,
good.
yeah, I would definitely say you give off that.
All right.
Yeah. I like the stoner look.
Yeah, you right. You are the stoner.
Yeah.
You're the
Yep.
stoner.
Yep.
Rock stoner
You're the
chic.
burnout.
Stoner chic.
You're a burnout.
Mm-hmm.
You know. You got the burnout look.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm good with that.
Burnout vampire.
You own it. You own it.
Burnout vampire.
Yeah. The vampire thing.
Feels comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
vampire
I mean,
overlay. Yeah.
Nosferatu's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. We've reached another major.
Yep.
You're 0 for 2. So let's see if there's redemption in your future.
Are you still invited to the Fairley Brothers pool?
I am.
Okay.
In fact, it just came over early this morning. I got the invite to the Fairley Brothers golf pool, the U.S. Open pool.
Yep. They love your buy-in. Yeah.
Yes.
They know. Yeah.
I'm back in for another major.
Okay. And you're trusting me, or is
Well,
you have to hear me out?
I want to hear. I want you to sell me. I want your picks.
So I probably would say that this is the most unpredictable major that there is. So I wouldn't sell you on my picks, to be quite honest. The U.S. Open is up. What are you looking at?
You're already qualifying your picks.
Well, hold on.
Can
I
got picks. I'm not being like, wow, I didn't even know what was happening. I got picks.
But don't trust them. They stink.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was
VG,
happening.
I guarantee I've beaten you in both of the majors. So if my picks aren't
last one I had you, I think.
we'll have to go check the film. Yeah, we're gonna have to go check the tape.
There's
just no way.
He had me in the first one, but the second one.
No, there's just absolutely no way. The U.S. Open is the major known for being the hardest conditions. We all know it, right? When you do that, you add a lot of variance, and there's just pure luck. Winds at Shinnecock are going to be over 25 miles an hour. You can just be at the wrong part of the golf course at the wrong time, and the next thing you know, you have 20-mile-an-hour winds blowing into your face, and you're just unlucky. So my strategy is I'm going to take the best guys around the greens and the best putters, and we'll figure out the rest and hope we get lucky and that the wind doesn't necessarily ruin our day.
That's a good strategy.
That's because I
think the greens.
Because I could sit here and I could overanalyze. I'm trying to be more street smart. I could sit there and I could overanalyze the approach numbers.
He was got Skinny Joey's Saturday night.
I am South Philly. I am South Philly now.
He was at Skinny Joey's Saturday night.
I heard, yeah.
Incredible
I'm proud of
cheesesteak.
him.
Incredible cheesesteak. Yeah. So I'm going to roll with the best putters and the best short game guys, and we'll see where the rest goes. So I think I could sit here and say, oh, like, I really love, Rahm, or I really love all these guys that are good with their wedges, good with with their short to mid irons, and overanalyze it like I've done the past two majors. I'm not going to do that because 8 of the last 10 U.S. Open winners had never won a major before.
Now that alone is good.
I'm trying to make improvement. I'm trying to make
That's a
improvement.
good trend.
Yeah.
That's good analysis right there. 8 out of the last 10 have never won a major.
So shall I read you my first pool entry?
Yes. Real quick before you do that, is there any advantage to like the morning tees because it's not as windy?
I have seen on Twitter they put Rory in the AM, the Thursday AM, Friday afternoon wave. Both Rory and Scotty. So if you want to play conspiracy theory, they want those guys in the final group. Scotty with the Grand Slam on his 30th birthday. Maybe there's an advantage there. I don't know that I necessarily buy into the wave times. I just think it's the way that they have it, the way that Shinnecock is set up is they have their holes in like a triangle. So you're always making adjustments off the wind. You could have the wind directly in your face. It could be blowing off the left. It could be blowing off the right. There's no trees there to block any of it.
Right.
So it's very unpredictable in that way.
How about that?
Real quick, we're in overtime.
Overtime. You have to do that now? Overtime. All right. OT.
He's making sense so far.
I
see what these.
I'm trying to do things
What's
differently.
the chat say? Is the chat buying his South?
The chat's talking about buffalo chicken cheesesteaks. The cheesesteaks come up, and they just want a tangent right now.
Well, what do they think about Ben as it's Skinny Joey's South?
Yeah, Skinny Joey's will change your life. As you see, I'm a new guy coming on the show after Skinny Joey's.
Yeah, put your hat on backwards. Let me see it.
No, not doing that. I have too much respect. Too much respect for our partners at the Gap to do that.
Joe 76 says he's self-handicapped and before he handicaps.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yep.
Hey, also, other quick hockey news. John Tortorella will not be returning to Vegas next season.
Whoa.
Courtesy of Emily Cap.
He's got a short shelf life. That's pretty much it. Half a season.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What do we got?
How bold do you want to get in this pool? Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. You're supposed to be my caddy. You don't ask me about how bold. You're the caddy.
That's fair. That's fair. That's like asking, like, hey, what club do you want?
Let me see.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Who's in your first tier?
You told me.
Do I tell you who's in mine when I do it?
Just do yours.
Okay. I have Rory and Rahm. I'm fading Scotty.
You're fading Scotty.
I am.
You're making it. What do you think of that?
I'm fading Scotty, Rory, and Rahm.
You can't do that in the pool, but like,
wow, who are you taking?
Well, my number one is Xander.
I love that pick.
Xander's got a bunch of top 10 finishes. He was 6th or 8th last time at Shinnecock. He's playing well. He's my top pick.
All right,
18-1.
I love Matt Fitzpatrick as one of the guys. He's got low ball flight, which you're going to need to keep the ball kind of a little bit
That's analysis. Low ball flight. He's low ball Larry.
Perfect.
You want guys who can flight the ball a little bit lower to avoid the wind. A lot of the guys a lot of the Englishmen are going to be great this week. When in doubt, pick an Englishman.
He even goes Englishman.
Because they're going to play a lot of those courses with those link-style golf courses. Those link-style golf courses. I love Patrick Reed this week. Great short game, finished T4. He called Shinnecock one of his favorite courses of all time. Have to play well if you say it.
He's only playing majors this year, too. He's not even messing around with it.
Yeah, he was T12 of the Masters, T10 of the PGA.
That's all he's played.
Love Patrick Reed this week.
Majors.
Ben Griffin. I like Ben Griffin this week. Now, he did miss the cut at the Memorial, but he's a great putter.
Okay.
I think he's got what it takes to be.
I can't
He's a lower tier guy.
Does he love Ben because he's another Ben?
Yep. Sam Burns. I'm with Danny D was on Sam Burns. The Masters.
With Sammy Burns.
I do love Sam Burns this week.
Right,
great putter in great form. Has the game to be good at a U.S. Open. Why not? Sam Burns.
I like it.
Have to be good. I told you I'm following the theme.
Low ball flight.
Yep.
Low ball Larry. I love it.
Chris Gotterup, Jersey guy.
Oh my God! Now we agree on three of these.
I love
now we're agreeing. So now you have to decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Me and BG.
See.
Well, no, but you listen. I'm all about the sell. Can you sell me? I think you're selling. English and low ball flight.
Love Alex Fitzpatrick, the other Fitzpatrick, his brother, playing really, really good golf. Knows how to flight his iron.
He did well. He did well in the
PGA. He did well at the Truist. Well at the Memorial. Pretty decent at the RBC Canadian. I think
that one
I wouldn't necessarily. That's value. Like he's not
value.
Yeah, now I'm looking at value. He's like plus like 10,000. Like that's great. That's great value.
Yeah.
That's great value.
He's saying he could be a top 20 guy, right?
And then when you're looking really low, like you have to pick like the no-name guys in the last tier. Michael Brennan.
Yeah, I like it, Brennan.
Yeah. Yep. Has the distance, which I think will be somewhat important. I know it's going to be more of an accuracy factor.
Where does he come from? Mikey Brennan.
I actually don't know.
Is he a two-streeter?
I think it might be Utah.
You're a South Philly guy now.
What
is he a two-streeter?
I have no idea what that means. Listen. What is that? What is two-streeter?
When's his class start with Danny D?
Yeah,
Monday,
Danny D's got to take the
class.
class. Yes. So
what's the class? Yeah, I know.
2nd Street is they call 2 Street, right?
Sure. 2nd, 2.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's where the mummers are. It's where the clubhouse, like the Mummers Clubhouse is.
It's not like
very Irish neighborhood.
I would have thought you just like live on the corner of 2 streets, so you're a 2-streeter.
No, that's not what it's called.
Okay. All right. So is that an
What-
insult?
well, no, it's not.
No.
It's
I mean,
just 2 streets. Like
what it is.
2nd Street, 2 Street. It's what a very Irish neighborhood, very distinct.
You would be the
neighborhood.
worst dictionary writer ever. What is this like? What are you like?
It's pretty clear. It's 2nd Street.
You just live on 2nd Street?
And
What does that
listen,
even
it's
mean?
just
Like, is that a good
blocks
thing?
where
What is
the
it? What
mummers
you
are
saying?
and the
Like, what is that-
clubhouses.
like,
and
what
it's
does that mean?
predominantly Irish.
He lives on 2nd Street. What is that? He's a mummer? Like he does the mummer?
2-streeter.
You see, you have to understand Philadelphia. You have to understand the city to understand what that means. Like I can't explain it. Like
But
you're a 2nd Street.
Okay, so
You
in
don't
Webster's
speak Philadelphia.
dictionary, you got to understand this to understand that word.
I'm not trying to write for Webster. I'm trying to.
We're not talking book smarts. We're talking street
I'm
smarts.
trying to
You can't
explain-
get this out of a book.
I'm trying to
He's
explain
explaining
this
it.
to you.
Okay, I'll let you explain it. I still don't understand it. You live on 2nd Street.
Okay, it's
Not
South
certain
Philadelphia.
areas.
Yep.
All right, let's say from Washington
Rich Mac is
Avenue.
here. What's this guy's deal?
Let's say from Washington Avenue south to Oregon Avenue.
Okay.
All right. 2nd Street and really Front Street, like
Little Penn
to the
Sport
river,
area
like
a little
that.
bit.
Yep.
The River Wards. You've heard of the River?
Oh, it's just another term for South Philly.
No, it's
I'll stop interrupting. I'm sorry.
No.
Anyway, that neighborhood has a distinct. It's always been an Irish neighborhood, very blue collar Irish neighborhood with a lot of mummers clubhouses. The Mummers Parade, you know what that is?
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
Have you been to 2 Street for the Mummies Parade? Mom?
No. I've
See,
only
that's
been
the real
outside my
parade.
apartment.
Yeah.
Your
The real
apartment.
parade.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
That's not the Mummers.
Yo, I didn't say it was. I never said it was. I said when I first moved to Philadelphia, it was New Year's. I had no idea what was happening. I went.
Class begins this week.
Okay.
All right.
We might need
In fact, Danny
summer school for sure.
Thursday. What's today? We're at FanFest tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thursday, we will Friday, the education of.
There's a lot of people
Ben.
in the chat that probably think that like I grew up here. Like I did not grow up here.
No, I don't think anybody believes that.
Yeah.
Rich back.
Julia's laughing really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, finish up, brother, because you did a great job.
No,
Yeah. I agree with a bunch of your picks.
Up until the 2 Street thing. I mean, it was great. We
Yeah,
got off
if
the
you
rails.
never said that. I was on a roll.
You were.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah,
was my fault.
That's all
you
good.
know.
Harris English. I like Harris English. Really good
All
player.
right.
No one's gonna have him. Really good U.S. Open player.
There you go.
There you go.
I like
Yeah.
it, Ben. I like you sold it.
I'm not
You
trying to
sold-
I'm not trying to overanalyze.
No ball flight, and you sold Englishman.
Yep.
Yes.
And when in doubt, go with an Englishman. They're going to play these type of courses all the time where they're from.
All
They're
right.
playing these courses.
Right. It's a preview really to the Open, which will happen later in July.
Exactly. But this has got to be, even if you don't even like golf, this one's the most fun to watch because you're going to see these guys like really struggle. Really struggle.
Yeah. Was it last year? -1? Was it
Yeah, but that was also a miracle putt for it to be -1. JJ Spawn made like a 70-footer. Oakmont was a little different where like the rough, if you get it in the rough, you're round. Like there's going to be, you were just done.
This is all about the wind.
Yes, exactly. You got to play the wind.
Yeah, because it's near the beach.
And you got to have some short game because the wind's going to take care. You're going to try and obviously hit the ball on the green. The wind's going to take care of it. It's going to fly off the green. And then you're going to have to land the ball in the right spot on these greens or the ball's rolling right off.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have a 30-foot putt for par.
No balls.
Yeah, I think you're sleeping on Tommy Fleetwood. His short game
I
is
do.
nice. I think you're sleeping on him.
Tommy Fleetwood, this course is perfect for Tommy Fleetwood. However, can Tommy Fleetwood win? Like he's always in contention. It's got to have. I agree. It's got to happen at some point. It did last year. I mean, do you want to back a guy who really isn't good when the pressure's on?
So you're saying, as my caddy, you say no to Fleetwood.
No to. I wouldn't bet Fleetwood. If you want to put him in a pool, like could he finish top 5? Absolutely. Like,
what's he saying? Yes or no?
I'm saying, are you?
I don't
Last
understand.
time you were trying to parlay all my picks, so like
I wasn't parlaying all your picks.
Fact or fiction? You did text me the night before the Masters. This is what the odds if we parlayed all your picks.
I didn't text you that. Someone else.
Yes, you did.
Well,
yes, I did. Yes, you did.
You parlayed them all to win.
You wanted them like top 20 or whatever.
Oh
no. I said. Okay, what I said was, this is brilliant. You could parlay all your picks to finish top 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you end up doing it?
No, I didn't do it. I was just
okay. All right. Okay.
I was making a joke. Like what I was saying was, I was like, wow.
First of all, you invited me on.
I know.
You invited me on. Like,
I know, and I regret it every time.
And I've never said, Chad, just so you know, I have never said, Anthony, have me on the show today. It's always Anthony.
Never said
it's never. I think you get frustrated with me.
Right. I don't.
We can have these conversations off the air.
I know. I don't mean to get frustrated with it. I said to the guy, I was like, yo, we got the golden goose.
I got you. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I said, all of a sudden, the golden goose.
Yes.
You could parlay all your picks.
Yeah, we're going to cash this in. Let's go.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you could
it's
be
like
a
lottery ticket.
Right.
Let's go.
And,
Yeah.
And he turned out to be a golden dud, but that's okay. I believe the third time's a charm. This is where you get it, Ben.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Why was my caddy making a face like that? Chad. All right. Jules rules.
We have one super chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do we got?
It's a big one. $20.
$20.
Nice.
Who?
Tia Groff 5650 says, Anthony, do you have any good connections to the Phillies radio guys? It's my mom, Lisa Groff's birthday, 62 today. Devoted Phillies listener for 40 plus years. Not sure if they do birthday shout outs, but it would make her day.
All right. I do have Scott Fransky. I talked to Scott. So, yeah, send me, we have her name, like, tell her to send us an email of the details. I'll send it to, I don't know if they do it. I'm going to send it to Scott and we'll cross our fingers.
I will also say T-Mac is very responsive on social media. I would tweet this. I would reach out to T-Mac.
But I'm going to send it to Scott, and Scott's really good with stuff too.
Yeah.
And she's a radio listener, so.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said. So let's.
Phillies listener. All right.
Yeah, let's go to that. All right.
Yeah.
Send us the email, and we'll go to work on that today. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Say happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Sorry. I was Flyers breaking news.
I got you.
He's trying to read if there's any comments about him. Yeah. So.
I just want. Yeah. Of course.
Of course.
The chat does not hold back, nor should they. I mean, nor should they.
Chat loves you.
Stop. Again, you have me on. Like,
dude, Jules. All right. Okay.
Anything else?
You're the greatest. All right. I didn't have a lot today between the VG and Jules. Jules, you killed us, Jules. You killed it. You slayed it. MVP today goes to Jules. Everybody, we love you. Have a great time.
Don't wave at me like
FanFest.
FanFest tomorrow.
We all silly like the mayor.